What is going on, ladies and gentlemen? We are here. We are back with another live stream. And this one itself in particular is 90 Day Fiance. Okay, that's it. Mad to think about that one because, well, sadly, I've been, well, not sadly, but was it sadly? Nonetheless, though, I've just had a nap. That's just in the grand scheme of things. So, you know, my alertness is a bit questionable right now, if I do so say myself. But we're here, we're live, and we're about to get into this week's episode of 90 Day Fiance. And this is episode 6. And this one is titled, If I Have to Turn This Car Around. And that is obviously something that we did speak about earlier on this week. You saw the preview of obviously how Bilal decided to behave because he wasn't ready to take a joke from his woman, Shada. Because, you know, with him, it's all about how he can do certain things, but nobody else can do the same. Yeah, what a one-ended relationship. But before we begin, let's just give a shout out to the people that are in the building right about now. We have got Darlene, how you doing? Moonshine, how are you? I was about to say Moon Knight because of the TV series. Tab is in the building, how are you? Kelly, Daily Devotions with Tony Gill, Topaz, Precious, Brenda, Dreadful D, Shawnee. And yeah, that's just all we have at this moment in time. And I'm sure more of you people come in as we proceed through the video. Oh, through the live stream, shall I say? Yes. I have no idea why I'm speaking like that. Just Glow is in the building too. How you doing, Just Glow? Obviously, if you're here right now and you're watching, please make sure you give us a hi so I can at least give you a greeting back. You dig what I'm saying? But hey, let's get into this one itself in particular. Let me pop up and kabam, here I am. Kabam, here I am. And let me just remind you guys about my socials, you know. Come on now, let's not be rude. Let's not be rude. But then again, though, I prefer this one. This one gives me more life. Okay, oopsie daisy. The bit accident, but let's get into it.
Good morning.
You look beautiful.
So are you.
And you smell.
Well, I'm trying to keep up with you.
Wow, Bilal is actually saying something nice to his woman for once. That is one hell of a surprise. I'm not used to him saying anything nice to his woman in any kind of way. Tonya's in the building. How are you? Dana, how are you? Vanny, how you doing?
You smell amazing. I got you a latte.
Oh, thank you. I've been
Trish is in the building. How are you doing? Lots of questions on this weird group of 90 Day. Oh, 100%, Trisha.
in the United States for several days, and I just can't believe I'm here. But I still need a real answer from Bilal when it comes to having children. Like, there's no way I'm going to marry a man who doesn't want to have kids. But I'm going to let it slide for now. And definitely, I will be having conversation
Oh, hold on, guys. Having a bit of a...
again. Can I drink it here?
Is this
I
sound?
don't want to make no spills. You have an
There's
OCD
definitely
problem.
sound coming
Yes,
out.
you do. Yes, you do. Yes, you do.
Hey, it's just certain things you want. Most people probably would want to like walk in their bedroom without drawers being on the floor. You know, just pick up your drawers. Pick up your dirty socks.
Oh, but
You know, the laundry basket. That's okay.
You're so particular. Anyway, love you.
I love you. Love you lots.
Right.
I love you so much. You have no idea.
I do apologize. I have to kind of go back a little bit there because I had a bit of technical difficulties there.
There's no way I'm going to marry a man who doesn't want to have kids. But I'm going to let it slide for now. And definitely, I will be having a conversation again. Can I drink it here?
Yeah, I'm not.
I don't want to make no spills.
Yeah.
You have an OCD problem.
No, it's not.
I know, yes,
It's
you
not
do.
OCD.
Yes, you do. Yes, you do.
Hey, it's just certain things you want. Most people probably would want to like walk in their bedroom without drawers being on the floor. You know, just pick up your drawers. Pick up your dirty socks. Put it, you know, the laundry basket. That's okay.
You're so particular. Anyway, love you.
I love you lots. I love you so much. You have no idea. That's how much.
Spending more time with Bilal, you know, he's pretty much tight. I think he's been single for too long. He needs to loosen up.
So
You see, that's the problem. It's not that he's been single for too long. No, what she's missing is that this is why he has been single for so long. You know what I mean? His behavior isn't because he's been single for so long. His behavior is a result of why he is single and why he has been, because he's a tool. You know what I mean? Control freak. Let's see who else is in the building. ADH, how you doing? Tabitha, how are you? Cute, how you doing? Precious, how are you? Come on now, let's get into it. How can she let it slide? For now, it will haunt this relationship later on. 100% Precious. I agree with you. Absolutely agree with you in every kind of way there. How you doing, Mark Armstrong? Mohammed is a trust. Oh, we're not even at Mohammed yet. You're already talking about Mohammed. Yo, Mark, like, let's keep the conversation based on the people that are currently on the screen. Let's not fast forward ahead because some of us may have not seen what's happened already. I mean, obviously, I haven't seen the episode itself. I've only seen clips from the season. So, you know, all this is fresh to me. So let's try not to do no spoilers, please. Please, Marcus. Cassandra, how you doing? Welcome to the stream. She's constantly trying to accommodate him in everything, but he doesn't seem to have any regards for her feelings. What she wants, he brushes it off 100%.
Oh, Belicita.
Yeah, baby.
I don't want to rush you, but I don't want to be late for Juma. I will tell you this at everything seriously.
Yeah.
That is like a pet peeve of me, like being late for Juma. So we want to make sure we're on Juma on time because there's so much benefits to that, as we know.
Yes, of course.
So,
I'll be on time.
Today's the first Friday that Shida's here with me, so I'm taking Shida to Juma. Juma is a sacred time on Friday that we put whatever business we have going on, whatever traffic aside, and we pray. And it's very similar to what a Christian may do on Sunday when they go to church. See, Bella?
Of course.
Shida has met my children, my siblings, and even my mother. Today, she's going to meet my extended family because the community is a family to me.
You see what I mean? This is what I've been talking about the whole week, okay, with my videos. Like, so, first week, we're testing it by doing a prank. Second week, meet the sisters and the mother. Third week, meet the children. Fourth week, which is this week, from what I understand, is where he meets the wife. But not only is he meeting the wife, he's also going to be meeting she's always going to be meeting obviously the people that he prayed, which is fine. But the way he says it, the way he lays it down is like, yeah, so she's done this so far. We're now onto checklist number 5. You know what I mean? Checklist number 4. You know what I mean? Now she's got to meet these guys as well and make them happy too. It's like literally, come on, man. You and your freaking checklist, bro. Damn. So far, I'm definitely gonna have a good time rewatching this after and making some deeper videos throughout the week. You know what I mean? Let's see what you guys are saying right now, though. At this moment in time, I see that Just Glow It says no. I think he's trying to compensate his lack of true self-esteem. It's a fair point. Darlene says I think she's lovely and she's getting a bad deal. If there is that, absolutely. He treats her like a child. So annoying. That is true, Topaz. Van says he's insecure inside and hides behind all of these material possessions. Oh yeah, he does. But to be fair, someone said earlier in the week that maybe he's not as loaded as he says because the way he... what did someone say? I forgot what the comment was, but it was a good one to be fair. Damn it. Anyway, Donita, how you doing? Welcome. Did he ever mention why he and his ex-wife got mentioned? I don't remember him mentioning it, to be honest with you, but he's been married twice. Just so you know, he's been married twice and he's been divorced twice. Just I know that much. You know what I mean? And I think his actions right now are showing us why. Christina Robinson, how you doing? Welcome to the stream. Priscilla, how you doing? Welcome to the stream. My bad. Shida could help Bilal discover some halal domestic violence with a steaming pot of grits, chicken grease. What the hell is going on here? Are we getting violent? Let's calm down. But let's continue. Unless I just misread that one. How you doing, Sabrina?
I am anxious.
Anxious?
I remember you mentioned so much about your community and everyone who is a part of your community is a part of your life.
It is. The masjid is a place of worship. And the masjid that I attend is a masjid I grew up in. And it's a masjid that my mother still attends to this day. My father did before he passed. My children and my children's mother, my ex-wife.
There's that one other person to meet, and that's your ex. And I do look forward to meeting her.
I can't tell you, like, not to be nervous or... What I can tell you is that she's a cool person. She has, respect for me as I do with her.
Bella's ex is part of his family. They share kids together. She's always going to be a part of his family. So my nerves are on high because it's important for us to get along. If she doesn't approve of me, that negatively affects my relationship with her. I'm not looking for toxic or problems right now.
She's not looking for toxical problems right now. Has she been paying attention to the relationship so far? She's not looking for toxical problems. You're already in one, dearie. Come on. The way she's so naive is actually getting on my nerves. Like, really? Really? You think Bilal hasn't been toxic already? No? Okay. Whatever you say, buddy.
I know in life, I expect everyone to like you, but this particular situation, I want everyone to like me.
Yeah, I get it. Everything you're feeling, I've been through the same stuff, Yeah. Remember, I met your people before you met my people.
But you have to understand, you came as a visitor. I am coming here with the possibility of staying here forever and making my life with you.
You are.
These are the people who I will have to coexist with on a daily basis or weekly basis.
Right.
So my situation is different. I'm anticipating meeting your ex-wife, and you kind of take away how I feel.
The point I was making is that I can relate to you. I was trying to connect with you.
So she says, you're taking away how I feel. His response is, but my point was, Bilal, your point doesn't matter though. It doesn't matter what your point was. You know what I mean? The only thing that matters is you trying to not relate to what she's going through, but to be understanding and to give her reassurances that, okay, I get it. It's okay. I'm here. You're here now. And I'm going to do what I can to support you. And we can, you know, get through this together. But no, instead, he wants to talk about his point. Yo, nobody cares about your point. Your point is irrelevant. You know what I mean? If we cared about your point, then she would have said, what's your point? You know what I mean? Come on now, man. This guy. It's the death of me. Let's see what you guys are saying in the comment section right about now. Let me scroll up a little bit. Bonito, we only heard his ex-wife talking about so it's on the floor. That's the only reason why we've had so far. Yeah, so far, that's 100%. He's not insecure, just evil. Oh, yeah, he's evil. Yes, I agree that I believe he's a narcissist. He has low self-esteem and needs constant adoration. You misread that. That's how my black correct. I don't know why you're using words I can't even read, to be honest with you. Mark killing me with terrible reading. I honestly think that she's overlooking all the red flags because of his bank account. Not smart. You see, that's what I mean. That's something that I definitely implied and alluded to, obviously, in the week or yesterday or whichever day it was. And I'm starting to think that myself. You know what I mean? Because the way she's behaving now. Seems to me someone is more than happy to bow down because the lifestyle that he's bringing forward is a lifestyle that she can enjoy. But the fact is this though, you can never enjoy a lifestyle if the person you're with makes you unhappy. You know what I mean? Okay, you're better off struggling and being around a good person who makes you happy because that will keep you going. Being with someone that has got money and doesn't keep you happy in the long run, it's going to tear you down. It's going to exhaust you. It's going to destroy you. So to be honest with you, she needs to think about that. How you doing, Trisha? Thank you for the super chat. Question: have you considered much of this cast lives are lives with their parents? How do you feel about that? How do you feel about the way Tyus is treating Pat's bro? Right, so we're gonna get to that. We're gonna get to that. To be fair, in terms of Tyus and the way she's treating things, bro, we're gonna get to that. To be fair with you, I saw a clip of what happens this week, and I have intentions of making a video about Tyus and Patrick and Patrick's brother John. I was gonna make it this week, but I decided not to because I felt like the information that I had wasn't enough. So I was like, let me wait for this episode to come out first, see what else happens, get more context. So you will be getting a video 100% based on Tyus' relationship with, in terms of her living with Patrick and having to deal with his brother John. So that is something that's going to happen. In terms of obviously the rest of the other questions you said, have you considered how much of this cast live with their parents? Yes, I have. That is something that I've definitely spoken about in separate videos in terms of, you know, Emily and the way the parents are and the way she basically ain't really ever gonna do shit with her life. That's why she's still living there with her parents. You know what I mean? So yeah, no, we're definitely gonna get that. And also, to be fair, who was the other one? The other one. What's the redhead's name? Cara, that's it. Cara. Yes. But Cara doesn't live with her parents, does she? No, my apologies. She doesn't live with her parents. My apologies, to be fair. But yeah, let's proceed. Ken's Fox, how you doing? He's a controlling, overstepping ass. He wants it his way, and he's so emotionally inept. Is that a word? Inept? Is that a word? He makes it all about him. Instead of trying to relate to her. Okay, I think there's a lot of errors in that sentence, but you know, I know my reading's terrible, but that one's kind of got a little bit low. Look at errors here and there, but I understand what you're saying. Eh? He's definitely controlling. Let Eve put that on Muhammad. He'd be straight. Oh my days, trust me. Let's get it.
Bella thinks I'm overreacting when I say I'm nervous to meet his ex, but I am literally shaken. I am nervous to meet his ex-wife. Bella.
What does it mean, Tammy? I've never heard that word in my life. When I lie to you, what does that mean?
He tends to lecture me a lot. Yeah. There's something he did on the phone, but since I've been here, I thought he would have been more relaxed. But he seems to be like always lecturing me. I'm not looking for you to be my dad. I'm looking for you to be my supportive fiance and speak to me like your fiance. This is my feelings. I want you to respect it and say, okay, I understand. You're a bit nervous. It's your first time.
Yeah. If you can recall what I just said, I literally just said that. Those are your feelings. I can't tell you how to feel.
Okay, just making sure.
I would tell you one thing though, that you might want to do.
Oh, it means incompetent, not capable. Okay, incompetent. Okay, cool. Thank you. Yeah, I've never heard of that one. Yeah, okay. And I know what incompetent means. So yeah, thank you. And not capable.
Before you meet her, you just might want to get that booger out of your nose before you meet her.
I don't have the booger in my nose.
Yeah, you got a booger in your nose. It's green and brownish.
Oh, whatever.
Like,
and maybe you have something stuck in your teeth.
Look like you got hair on it.
No, I don't. I'm getting sick and tired of you pranking me about this booger in my nose. I hate this type of joke. That's an American thing. That is not a Trinidad thing, and that is not my type of humor.
I don't know where you come from, but the environment I come from, we keep our hands to ourselves.
So I can do this?
So what I'm gonna tell you is, stop. You gonna try to get a wreck? So what I'm gonna tell you is, first
we
of all,
are touchy-feely type of people. We have to touch. You know that?
No, they don't do that.
We hit.
That's disrespectful where I come from.
Give me
So keep your hands to yourself and watch your tongue. Because I can literally pull over right now and you'll be taking Uber for the rest of the ride home.
You're not gonna do that to me.
Hey.
Did not
Did
say
you not just put your hands on me?
Yeah, but it's not
just
in a
once.
serious way.
Yeah.
No, I'm gonna give you a serious hit.
Yeah. About to get off right here.
I'm not getting off
Yeah. Shida is being aggressive. And it's making me look at her.
Do you know what though? Obviously, I've already made a video about this one here for the people that have seen it. If you haven't seen it, go watch it. But one thing that I always say is that I feel like sometimes a part of the way Bilal behaves, it's like he does it for camera. It's like he's trying to show all of his friends, all of his mates, all of his boys. He's trying to show them that, yeah, this is how I handle my woman and this is how I make her submissive. You know what I mean? I feel like he does this just to show that he's an alpha in front of camera. I'm not saying that, but at the end of the day, he's not alpha. He's literally just a bully, to be honest with you, you know? And this is obviously a projection of who he is, but I feel like there could be a potential part where he's overemphasizing the way he's behaving just for camera, just so when his peoples watch it, he can be like, yeah, that's how I go down. That's how I make sure that I get my lady under control. Blah, 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 blah. You know what I mean? It's my way or no way. I wouldn't be surprised. I wouldn't be surprised. Do you know what I mean? I mean, the fact is, on that interview that I showed you guys, he said that apparently it was Shahida's idea for them to go on 90-Day Fiancé. Apparently, that's what he said. Whether that's true or not, who knows? If you ask me personally, I think it was probably his idea, but who knows? Apparently, he didn't really want to go on the show. You know, he lives a very private life, and you know, he doesn't really show off. He doesn't really show off his life to people. Not even in his social medias. His social medias is just based on him showing his businesses or some dumb malarkey. You know, but the fact is though, for someone who didn't really want to go on camera, it wasn't really his idea. He's definitely putting on a show whilst he's been on camera. So yeah. Stunt, how you doing? Hi, just joining here. Have you talked yet about how they find people with the most annoying voices in the world for this show? No, we haven't spoken about that. I didn't even think about that, to be fair with you. Wonder Mitchell, how you doing? Welcome to the stream. Why would I want to meet his ex-wife? She is an ex for a reason. He's passed. I mean, there you go. Mark says, do we know if Shida subjected Bilal to gauntlet interviews with her family, nieces, and parents and her ex-fiancés? Listen, she probably didn't. She probably didn't, because literally this whole time we've seen her on camera, to be honest with you, she's been nothing but submissive. The only time she has not been is in the cutscenes. You know what I mean? And even when she has kind of shown us to be giving us some sort of backbone, she then pulls back real quick. She humbles herself real quick. It's like, come on now, man. She should have slapped some sense into him. Well, at least not while he was driving, though, Precious. Okay, let's keep it safe. Silly singing grammar. What a name. How you doing? Susan Denmark. How you doing? Just joining. He's so consistent, 100%.
In a different light. She's doing this as a joke, but it's a joke that I don't play.
You have to be a madman to start deciding to do like this.
Yeah, this is the highway.
Just because I give you a little tap.
Yeah, you thought I was joking.
You thought I was joking. My name is. You thought I was joking. Nah, here we go. Oh, okay. This is gonna be good. I won't lie to you, I was meant to make a video about Jabri, to be fair, this week. I was meant to, but I felt like I didn't have enough context because I came across some old footage of his, and I said to myself, I could make a video about this, but bringing up his old footage, I've done that already once. Do I want to do it again? Nah, I don't really need to, but to be fair, it was a good one. Maybe I'll make it anyway in the week. I don't know. But yeah, this is an interesting one because, to be honest with you, out of all the couples, this couple itself in particular, I definitely feel like the most pointless couple to realistically talk about, only because everything about them, for me personally, just feels 100% fake. Because the more and more things that I discover about this, about Jibri specifically, about his past, the more you say to yourself, these guys aren't on the show because they're in love. They're in the show because he's trying to get out there as much as he can. Because I've seen footage of things that he's done in the past for him to really wanna, for him to what's the word I'm looking for here? For him to gain some sort of fame. But hey, I may do it, but we'll see. Oh, hold a minute. Let's have a look. Let's point out how his ex-wife looked to be completely opposite in a way of dress and personality than Shanida. Ex-wife seems to be uncontrollable. What do you say about him, alpha male in his true? Listen, I mean, you know what though? I see what you're saying. I mean, obviously, it's definitely clear that his ex-wife wasn't going to be buying none of his BS. You know, and to be honest with you, I felt like Shahida was going to bring the same kind of attitude, but she didn't. It seems to me as if Bilal has recruited a woman that isn't going to be giving him a hard time, or isn't going to be challenging him the same way his ex-wife did, and the same way his ex-wife before that did. Remember, guys, he's had 2 ex-wives. Let's not forget that. And it's clearly a reason why. So Lightwater would have fixed Bilal when he threatened to abandon Shahida on the shoulder of the road. My what is wrong with my reading today? Damn it! Anyway, my partial grandma would have used her pop gun on him. What the? Oh, hey, Mark, man, we're getting a bit violent here. But to be fair, what is a pop gun? I don't know what a pop gun is. To be fair, you know, I mean, what is that? Is that a gun that shoots at water? What is this shoot at, please? I don't know what that shoot at, to be honest with you. Thank you for the super chat. She was warned not to touch him. You could tell he was not joking yet. She kept play fighting, not cool. If I play hit and I've been told to stop, I would apologize and stop. She's just being a diva. No, I agree with you. Listen, at the end of the day, the way she was behaving in the video, so when he was driving, was unacceptable. Do you know what I mean? Which is obviously something that we spoke about earlier on, didn't we? Obviously, I think it was yesterday I made the video, or the day before that, and I said that at the end of the day, her touching him while he's driving is just unacceptable. You see what I'm saying? But to be honest with you, I generally do feel like he wasn't joking about any kind of way. I definitely feel like the whole time he was being deadly serious, to be honest with you. Because it's just the way, it was his mannerism, his body language, the way he went about it. It was just, you know what I mean? I wonder if folks that know him in real life watch these videos and can chime in and tell what they are really like. That's a very good point, Wanda. But hey, let's get into it. So it looks like right now people are saying that we've got 39 likes and over 100 people watching. So I guess if we've got over 100 people watching, we should have at least, I don't know, what, 50, 70, 90, 100, 200 likes? just get liking. You know what I mean? Let's get it, man. To be fair, thank you for the people in the audience actually saying, or in the chat saying, can people like the video? Because I do a terrible job as a YouTuber to remind people to like, to subscribe, to comment. I usually just do that stuff at the end of the video, you know what I mean? I'm just shocking. I think it's because, you know, when I started YouTube, I just wanted to make videos and just to gain a following, but I never really wanted to ask. I just wanted to gain one by just being my lovely self, shall I say? I really need to become more of a YouTuber and be like the video now, yes, subscribe now, yes. But I do it and then I stop. I do it and then I stop. You know, I'm so inconsistent. But anyway, shout out to all you people. Obviously, I'm definitely encouraging others to do that in the chat. I really appreciate that. But let's get into it. Come on now.
I've been in the US for a few weeks, and it's definitely not as comfortable as I wish to live in this house. I feel like Jibri's parents are nice people, but also strict a little bit. Jibri went out to do the music.
Thank you, Greta.
But I expected Jibri to be with me a little bit longer before he leaves. So I'm not sure what I'm supposed to do. I didn't see much of the city yet, so I guess I'll be kind of bored for the rest of the day. Hey.
Bloody hell, did she ever stop moaning?
Yeah. How are you? Good. Oh, it kind of looks like you were cleaning in here. I tried to clean a little bit, but we have a lot of stuff, definitely. Everything is so different. I was going to ask that about like what it's like adjusting to not just the United States, but Rapid to our home. What that's been like. Yeah,
but like it's been days. What is it? It's been 2-3 days and we're asking this already. 2-3 days and already asking this question. I don't know, man. Listen, I wouldn't even bother even asking Mione, to be honest. But anyway, let's go.
A little struggle, I guess, since I'm being away from my family. I miss my parents. It's been a little bit difficult. How are they doing with you here? I think they're sad. I think they're really sad, but I guess they will go through it. I'm sorry. It's okay. It must be hard to be so far away from them. Yeah. I feel sad. Miona is having a difficult time adjusting. I know that it can be a challenge for anyone to move to a new place, but we're trying really hard to make her feel comfortable here. So you've been here a little while. Shall I show you how to do some laundry? How to use the washer and dryer? I don't know if it's the same. My family, hospitality, and that kindness, like, it just feels more honest and genuine. And here, I feel like everybody trying to be fake, polite while...
Rah, she saying that she believes that everybody here is trying to be fake. Listen, let me tell you something real quick. You are married to a guy that is fake as anything else. So I don't know why she's talking about how everyone so far seems to be fake and they're not as genuine as they are back home. But listen, you're dating a fake guy. Point blank period. But to be fair, I will say this though. I think it's a good idea. It is a good idea that the mum wants to show Miona obviously how to use the appliances in the house. Unlike Eve, who left flipping Mohammed without knowing how to use anything, to be fair with you. But at the same time, though, I think it would also be cool if some of the, if any of these parents on this TV show this season could maybe not try and put pressure on the people that are traveling to be with their children in terms of bills or in terms of chores. And I feel like they should really suggest to do things outside the house. You know, like I think. If it was me personally, and I've just moved from one country to another, and I'm living with someone and their parents, which I would never do, but if that happened, right? And I was gonna build a relationship with their parents, I wouldn't really want to build a relationship by doing cleaning or doing cooking, because obviously, what's his name? Kobe had to do. He did cooking. She's not gonna be doing laundry and whatnot. I would rather them saying, hey, like, so you're new to our city, well, you're new to Rapid City. Do you want to go out today so I can show you where the shops are? So I can show you where the park is? So I can show you where these things are? So maybe when we're out, maybe we'll meet a few people that we know that are good people. And maybe if you ever need any help and we're not here, they can support you. Just those things first, because I feel like that's an easier way to get someone used to being around in that new environment. Do you know what I mean? And then obviously, you know, the odd bits here and there. Hey, I'm doing cooking. Did you want to come help? Hey, I'm doing some washing. Did you want to come help so I can show you how to do the way? Do you know what I mean? But I just feel like they've come into this, and straight away, each and every parent is like, okay, so work-wise, so when you gonna get a job? I can't get a job because I don't have a work visa. You freaking idiot. You know what I mean? Okay, so financially, how you gonna bring in more money? Well, I bought some money with me on my travels, but I can't bring no more in because I can't get a job. Okay, so did you want to come in the kitchen and cook? Yeah, but I can't really cook. Okay, well, if you can't cook, that's fine. How about I show you how to cook and maybe I can help you. Maybe we can do cooking together as a bonding experience. But no, it's not lovey-dovey. It's literally everything is just like this. Like it's just flat out bullying in my opinion. Do you know what I mean? It's like expectations after expectations. Anyway, rant over. I love all your videos and always hit the like. Thank you. I enjoy your smile and commentary. You're truly awesome. You should have been a lawyer, being able to dissect things and see both sides. Listen, I've been told my whole life that either one, I should have been a lawyer, two, I should have been a counselor or some sort of therapist. Nah, I couldn't do it. I couldn't. To be fair, I did want to be a lawyer once upon a time, but then I looked at how long you go to law school for, and I said, I don't like reading. Yeah, and that's a long time educating. I don't like education. I hate it. Yes, I won't lie to you. Academics is not my friend. I'm life smart. I'm more life smart than I'm book smart. But that's by choice, to be fair. The mum's a therapist and is very aware of how to break someone down and house duties where Mione can't be broken down. That's a very good point there, Shorty. That's a very, very good point. But hey, I know no one likes her, but she's been nothing but honest, and I believe she expected a lot more when she got here. She feels like she's being shortchanged, and frankly, his mum is not tight. No, do you know what, darling? I agree. Listen, I don't dislike Mione. Do you know what I mean? I don't really have an issue with it at this moment in time. I just have an issue more with Jabri and his nonsense, and I have an issue with his mother. Do you know what I'm saying? But to be honest with you, you know, I just think my own, if I was to pick an issue with Mione, my only issue would be that I feel like she was looking to be dating a guy that was going to bring a certain type of lifestyle to herself, and she didn't find that guy. You see what I'm saying? The question is this though, yeah, how much longer can she continue to be with someone who is faking a lifestyle. That's my opinion. His lifestyle is very, very fake. And the fact is, her lifestyle is also fake, to be fair, because of course she's with someone who lives a very fake lifestyle. So, and when I say fake lifestyle, what I'm saying is it is very evident that money isn't something that is that comfortable to Jabri personally. You know, it seems to me it's like a hit or miss thing. It's like 1 minute maybe he's gonna hit it. 1 minute he has money, next minute he doesn't have money, right? Obviously, she's looking for someone who's already got the money, who's already satisfied, right? Because clearly that's her standard, right? We can call it gold digger or whatever we want to call it, but that's her standard. And I feel like she's now messed that up for herself, right? And the matter of fact is sooner or later she's gonna rebel against it. It has to happen. It's just the inevitable. But we shall see. We shall see. Even Americans are looking for the rich ones. That's Dana letting everybody know. Dana's like, yes, I'm here because I'm looking for a rich man myself. Yes.
Who knows what they think about you? So
Jabri sold her rockstar dreams. That's the thing though. He did. He sold her rockstar dreams. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like she obviously saw him performing in Serbia or wherever she saw him performing. Thought, oh, he's a rock star. And then he obviously then told her this and that. She's fell for it. And now, you know, I mean, if you ask me, I think that currently they are probably living off of loans, credit cards. That's what I think. I think personally that's what they're doing right now. And that's just my assumption based on because right now they live in Palm Springs, I believe. And if they were living at Jabri's house when this show started, there's no way they can be affording to be living at Palm Springs right now like that. Because he didn't have a job then. Nah, if you ask me, these guys are probably in some serious debt that Jabri's gonna have to pay off and she ain't gonna pay nothing.
When Mahala comes into a room, I do not feel like I'm doing something wrong every time. Okay. So with the washer, we have to use certain kind of detergent. Oh, this is different. Why don't you have temperature, but it's just hot, warm, cold? Wow, I guess I think ours is a little bit easier because I wouldn't even know what temperature to put it on besides hot, cold, warm. It's simplified here. In Serbia, we have like exact temperature, like how strong it can be. I would definitely figure out how to use it without Mahala's help. Let's put some stuff in, right? Okay. Here is some of the... What is that? Like for your hair? No, that's a top. Oh. I was like this. Okay. You don't like it? I think it's little. Well, you can put it in. It's just interesting to see some of the things because, like, when Jabri was first showing me your, like, social media and that kind of stuff before you came, I was a little bit nervous about how you might adjust to Rapid City because not a lot of people kind of wear shirts that little here. That's one more reason for us to not be here. Well, I want you to be here. I mean, I want Jabri to be able to be here. I want you guys to start out on a good foot, start out here. I can try to adjust as much as I can, but I don't want to change who am I. I mean, my clothes doesn't say anything about me. I think that people should know that in 21st century. Mm-hmm. I think you're right. But I guess, to be honest, like, you seem, like, really intelligent. And I just worry that sometimes wearing a shirt like what you just showed me, like, can take away from... I understand, but I want to express myself how I want, and I want to learn to be comfortable in my body. So what gives me confidence is owning my body and saying to everybody who thinks that I can do whatever I want with my body. I don't want me...
I love that. I love the way she was like, you know, the way she was like, you know, it's me just saying F you to everybody who da-da-da-da-da. It's like, when she said that, Jabri's mother was just like, oh, so you're telling me to F what? You're telling me to F off now? What? Bitch, I will back at you. Yo, that scene was golden. I'm not gonna lie to you. That. Listen, the thing though, I do respect the honesty. People can call it brutal, but it's not brutal at all. It's called honesty. You know what I mean? There's a fine line between brutal and honesty. I like the fact that she just keeps it honest. She's like, listen, I ain't looking to change who I am for nobody. You know what I mean? This is only who I am. This is how I own myself. This is how I feel good. And that's that. You like it, you like it. If you don't, you don't. So I like the fact that she stands by her words, to be honest with you. I tell you what would have been interesting, though. It would have been interesting to see Mione in a relationship with Bilal. Boy, That would have been interesting. The way she would have been putting Bilal in his place. She'd have been like, nah, I don't care what you got to say, mate. This is how I live. This is how I dress. So, toodaloo. That would have been that would have been something else. But yeah, let's see what you guys will be saying, right? I'm seeing some more people come into the live stream. That's fantastic. Well, I mean, when I say that, I mean I'm seeing people commenting. Sorry, which is fantastic. If Mione wants to live the rockstar American dream, she best to cough up and fork over some live, and live the rockstar American dream. You know, I get that. He bought to South Dakota. It's the armpit of the United States. There's literally nothing there. Oh, you're mean. It's the armpit of the United States, but come on, allow it. Allow it. Right now, it looks like we got 59 likes and over 120 people watching, which is fantastic. But hey, let's keep liking, you know what I mean? I think it's important to always have what do you call it? A 75% like ratio of the amount of people that's viewing. So if we got over 120 people, we should have 100 likes. You know what I mean? Quick maths. Whether it's accurate or not, 100 likes, please. Jabri and all of the Arab Americans must sign an evidence to support. It's something to think about before sponsoring a fiance. Oh, Anthony, 100%, and welcome to the stream, Anthony. The mother is concerned about her husband looking at her a lot. Well, if she's insecure, then she's insecure, then is she? This is pointless to argue about clothes. Yes, it is. Thank you for the super chat. Question: what do you think of Benny and Ari? I find them boring as F. In America, we say long in the tooth. The wine was really the only crazy thing. Yeah, I mean, to be honest with you, I just feel like them bringing back Benny and Ari was just one of the most pointless things. They are very boring. They are very jarring, to be honest with you. And right now, they have nothing to bring to the table, you know? And it's kind of disappointing because I was hoping that maybe they'll be the couple that was going to bring something to the table in terms of the show, but they brought nothing so far. So, you know, I definitely agree with you. The wine was about it, and even the wine scene of getting thrown to it didn't really do much else. That was just about it, you know what I mean? I'm not feeling threatened. No matter how they dress, my man wouldn't do it. He's not my man. There we go. But you know what though? Saying this though, here we go. YouTuber mode, creator mode, ladies and gentlemen. Right now, Trisha's giving us 3 super chats. Come on now, support and help her by giving me super chats too. You know, I botched the whole thing. That didn't even make sense, but it's whatever. It was a good thingy attempt. Anyway, let's continue. Benny and Ari snooze fest. Oh yeah, I agree. Oh, thank you for the super sticker, lit real red super sticker. Thank you. Yeah, I should be saying thank you to you. We are saying thank you. But let's continue. Can't wait to see Miona give Bilal her brutal honesty on the tell. Oh, that would be awesome. That would be awesome, to be fair. I won't lie to you. But I'll be honest with you, for anyone that saw 90 Day Fiancé before the 90 days, if anyone who saw the tell-all, that tell-all was so disappointing that now I have no expectations for tell-alls. I really don't. Honestly, I'm waiting for TLC to reach out to me. They won't, but I would love to. I may start a petition one day. When I get to like, I don't know, 100K subscribers or 500,000 or something like that. When I get to a point where maybe my views are like skyrocketing and my subs are like insane and I've got like crazy power, I might start saying, hey guys, let's petition to get Sean removed and get me put into place. Yeah. That would be good. You know what I mean? We could definitely do a movement. But I guess not right now. We're probably not big enough to do it right now. But when we get bigger, we can do that, right? I'll have to fly over to the States or once a year, or actually it wouldn't be once a year. It'd be actually probably about 2 or 3 times, depending on the amount of TV shows that they do. Hell, I'll do the tell-all for all of them. I'll do it for Flippin' Unexpected. I'll do it for 90 Day Fiancé. All of them. You know what I mean? Oh man, I would love to do it for Sisters' Wives as well. The controversy would be real. I'll be like, so Cody, so basically you've been using all these wives for how long? Anyway, let's go, man. Let's go.
Have a negative experience. But if Miona chooses not to adjust the way that she dresses in our home, to me, that is a sign of a deeper issue of disrespect. Why do her needs trump everybody else's needs?
I want to be able.
You're just upset that she's not listening to your needs. Case closed.
To get dressed like this and not to be judged.
I hear that, and I don't want to judge you. But I do want to ask that, like, when you and Jabri are out doing your thing, you can wear whatever you wear, obviously, in the house. And and Brian's around and that kind of thing, I'm just wondering if you might be willing to not change like your clothes, but just wear something that you already have that's a little bit more modest, a little bit more covering.
I mean, to be fair, I can understand and I can respect her wanting Mione to dress appropriately around her man. I can understand that to a certain degree. So, and I like the way she worded it this time around. She just said, you know, could you please just be a bit more modest around my man, though? And do you know what? Listen, I can respect that. I can respect that. I remember before when I was with my ex, and I remember one time her sister came down, basically wearing this like, what's them things that girls wear? It's like it's like a top that goes. It's like a. What are those tops that ladies wear? It's like a swimsuit bikini thing. You know when those tops you ladies wear, like it's like a vest, then it comes in and then obviously it goes around the cooch as well, and it like kind of pins there. You know what I mean? I remember, and usually you'd wear like a pair of jeans or leggings or a skirt over it, whatever. I don't know. You know, you can even wear it into the bedroom, whatever. I remember one time, my sister came down wearing it, and all you see was just a butt. You know what I mean? My ex was not happy. She was not happy. She was like, how dare you wear that in front of my man? No, don't be doing that. I won't lie to you, man. When it happened, I was looking over there. I was like, I like this wall. This wall is beautiful. I am not looking to get myself in trouble today. Even though it won't be my fault, I'm not looking to get myself in trouble today. Oh, looking at the wall. Looking at the wall. But you know what was so contradictory though, right? And this, I guess, I don't know if women are just interesting to me sometimes, but it was okay for me though, but it was okay for her sister to see me without my top on though. You know what I mean? I was like, is it the same thing though? You know what I mean? And plus, I look better with my top off than I just did with her, you know, so what can I say? I was like, if you're gonna tell off, you should tell me off, right? Anyway, either way, man was looking elsewhere. And not today, I'm not getting, yeah, bodysuit, yeah. I think it's a bodysuit, yeah. I think that's what it is, yeah. But let's go.
Okay, it does make me feel great, but I'm gonna think about it. After all, it's your home. You know, I have to respect that.
I appreciate that.
I don't like being told what I should do or how I should look like. This kind of makes me feel like a kid again. So honestly,
slut shaming editing of Miona's fashion is still a bit cringy. At the same time, the batch is not the red carpet at the Source Awards. It's an elder respect thing. Oh yeah, 100%. You laugh at yourself. Listen, I laugh at myself all the time. I gotta lie to you. I like myself all the time. You know what I mean? Yeah, no, I wouldn't go as far as saying it's slut shaming per se, but I definitely get where you're coming from.
Me a way to want to move out of here even more, and I'm definitely going to tell Archibald after today.
Sometimes in families, when we are talking about hard things, it doesn't always feel great.
Yeah.
But I still want us to be able to talk about them and be honest with each other.
Sure.
Okay?
Okay. I'm just stressed about paying for the apartment.
What do you mean? I want to be like super fighter, like maybe successful.
Benny believes anything is possible, but I've done the research, and most MMA fighters really don't make that much money.
Just me.
Beer? Crazy people
Crazy. I know
beer
crazy.
in the morning.
No.
Não entendo porque o John mora com a gente. Perdeu, irmão. I have done it. John sabe fazer ovos para ele.
You cook what the you want to cook.
Pardon me, my apologies. Oh damn. Michelle, how you doing? Welcome to the stream. Agreed. Dress one way around my ex parents-in-law and another way in my home. Was just a matter of respect to them and their values. Oh yeah, 100%. So I see you said ex-parents-in-law. Oh, so you got a divorce. Oh man, I'm sorry it didn't work out. But you know what happens though, man. Listen, if it doesn't work out with one person, then that means there's someone else greater in life who's expecting your arrival. You know what I mean? So yeah, happy days. Compromise fashion to make everyone happy. Yeah. Miona does not know the meaning of the word respect, period. I mean, Greta, I do definitely agree to that to a certain degree, you know. I just feel like with Miona, the problem is that, do you know what it is? Do you know what? Let's just continue. Here comes everyone's favorite couple.
After what felt like the longest travel day ever, Vinny and I finally arrived in the U.S. and made it to our new apartment late last week. Vinny was like passed out, like he and Avi passed out on the bed to the point where like there was no room for me, and then like just had to crawl into the outside space and like try and pull the last little shard of the covers over me. Hi guys.
How did you sleep?
I mean, I'm successful.
I know you look tired even now.
Yeah, no, we made a video about that, Trisha. You said I'm just putting it out there, but I've read many times that Miona and Jibri have been married a while. No, I made a video about that like a few weeks back, to be fair. Yeah, no, I did. I made a video about them being married already, and I also made a video about yes, the other day about the whole prank between Jibri and Shahida, about how apparently she started it, apparently.
So I decided to make you some coffee American style. Try it.
This cookie.
What do you think it is?
This is not coffee. Like, this one is the color look like coffee, but
It's not as strong as Ethiopian coffee, but you also are not going to have heart palpitations from drinking it.
yeah, I like hot water. This is good hot water.
Do you like the apartment?
Yeah, it's good. Your mom and dad they help us a lot.
I know. I'm just stressed about, they said that they want us to start paying for it. So I'm worried if we're going to be able to afford that. Plus we have to pay out, like the Wi-Fi, the electricity, everything.
If you're thinking just this expensive, we can use maybe one room.
I told my mom I only wanted 1 bedroom, but she insisted that we needed a 2-bedroom. And then you can't tell my mom no. It's a year lease, meaning they signed their contract for a year already.
That's fine. Just the good thing, we have a beautiful family. Whatever if you need help, we can ask them like something. This is not what you do, like in my culture. I don't know, this is your culture.
I have my parents help more than a lot of other people, but it's still not easy, I don't want to stress you out on your first day here, but I'm thinking about it, I want to share my feelings with you. Generally in our relationship, to me, to handle.
Dear Lord, man, this is a disaster. Disaster. I mean, honestly. I mean, listen. This is just so frustrating for me. It's so frustrating for me and hard for me to watch, because not because they're boring, but because it's just the mindset. Like, listen, you both decided to have a kid. You've got a kid, but neither one of you's planned, or it doesn't seem as if they planned about the financial side of having a child. Because to be honest with you, what's bothering me more is that it's not even the fact that Ari is complaining about having to pay the bills at some point. What's bothering me more is how she's complaining about the bills, but not even talking about how she's going to provide for her child. I'll be honest with you, the first thing out of her mouth should be, okay, so we know that we got to pay the bills, but at the same time though, we got to make sure that we're able to still feed our child. You see what I'm saying? That's what I want to hear. Unless I've missed it out of just boredom, I've just daydreamed, I don't know. But as far as I'm concerned, for me, myself in particular, I've heard nothing about them talking about how they're going to provide for the child. You know what I mean? But at the same time, though, I can only assume that maybe that has been covered, and then that's why she hasn't addressed it, and she's not talking about it. Maybe that's the case. I'm not too sure. But the matter of fact is, though, that is a big concern for me personally. And yeah, but anyway, but like a lot of you guys are saying here in the comment section, the fact is, though, she's a crybaby. That's what ADH just said. And everybody else is pretty much saying that she's entitled and she's a spoiled little brat, which is very evident. Hey. I was living alone and on my own, 25. My parents did nothing. This whole cast is a bunch of moochers. 100%. 100%. Do you know what I mean? Likewise. We know that mum will continue to pay for everything. Oh yeah, 100%. Daily, come on. We know this, of course. Because they've got a kid, you see. Because they've got a kid, she knows that her mum's going to pay for everything. If she didn't have a kid, I think it'd be different. You know what I mean? I think the mum will probably be a bit more savvy with them. Because she's got a kid, the mum's going to want to look after the kid. But to be honest with you, if I was her mum, I'll be like, listen, give me your child. I'll look after my grandkid and you two sort yourselves out. That's it. I ain't paying you guys. I'll pay for the child, but not for you.
In the beginning, in the relationship with me, I really appreciated that he trusted me to handle the finances. But now at this point, it's just like a big stress on my mind because everything's kind of falling on me at this moment.
I know you're strong, you're brave, you're smart.
Again, everything is falling on me though. But you knew this though. Was it not Ari's idea? Or was it not her idea to move back to the States? So therefore, she knew that moving back to the States meant that she was going to be the sole provider for at least 3 months. For at least 3 months minimum. And now she's complaining about how she's the one that's going to... And I think Cara was doing the same thing. But then again, at the same time, though, Gmo, the guy she's with, he was asking for a computer, to be fair, which was just unnecessary. But, dude.
Maybe we can do so many things. Like, I have done. I want to be like super fighter, like new successful. I'm dreaming. In Ethiopia, I'm doing dancing. I'm doing choreography and directing. I'm teaching personal training. I want to be an MMA fighter. That's my dream. In Ethiopia, we don't have it.
He wants to be an MMA fighter. That's his dream. Wait. I need to process this. Let's go back a step. Remember Tanya and Sinjin? Remember how Sinjin wanted to come to the States and he wanted to become an entrepreneur? How he wanted to go off and do so many things. He wanted to be an actor. He wanted to be this. He wanted to be that. And the matter of the fact is, though, it was never going to be easy for him to do any of those things because, well, it just wasn't going to be. But he made it sound as if it was going to be an easy thing. Bennett is literally the same thing. Now, it wants to be an MMA. Listen, bro, the difference between Bennett and Sinjin is that Sinjin didn't have the responsibility of a child. In fact, he avoided that. He avoided that for a very, very long time. You know what I mean? And then he bounced. This guy's got a kid and he's talking about being an MMA fighter. Bro, you got a kid. First thing you need to be thinking about is getting a normal job. It's just getting a job first. Get a job. Start providing for yourself, for your child and for your family, whatever. Same thing for your woman, of course. And then you can think about your dreams. Then you can think about being an MMA fighter. I'm not saying don't do it, but boy, that shouldn't be your priority right now. Waiting your 3 months and educating yourself for something is...
MMA fighter, but now I moved in the US, I get opportunity for fight. If you dream big one, you can get the dream.
You're so hopeful.
And now I moved to the US, I've got an opportunity to be a fighter. No, you haven't. See, this is the thing with people that don't educate themselves. It's a good thing that I know how the MMA world works. Listen, let me tell you something right now. In the UK, I know tons of people who have been cage fighters, MMA fighters for a while, okay? And none of them have been able to make it to Bellator or anything, or to any major promotion. They've had to keep on fighting in these underground semi-pro leagues, whatever, and just taking the money that they have whilst also working a job, right? Because it's that hard to get professional. And I know people that are great fighters, but getting into the pro leagues isn't that easy. You go to America now and you want to be an MMA fighter, I can only imagine it being even harder than what it is here to do it. You know, obviously there's more companies that does it, but if he's talking about doing it like on a scale of where it's going to pay the bills for his family, that's not going to happen. Like, educate yourself. Do you know what though? This is the thing that I find about all the people that move from these countries to America. When they come to America, when they go to America, I say come to America, I'm not even in America. When they go to America, they say that now I'm in America. Now that I'm in America, it's going to be easy for me to do this, this, and that. Hold on a minute. So because you're in America, it means it's going to be easier. Are you stupid? Did you research? Did you research if it's going to be easier? No, you didn't. You just thought, America, TV, yeah, we can make it happen. No, you cannot. And let's not forget, it takes years of training to become a professional fighter, to be honest with you, okay? You can become an amateur fighter, obviously in a short period of time, but to get into the big leagues, that doesn't happen just overnight. Come on now. And how old is he? He's you know what? Let me just continue, man. This guy's just pissing me off.
The future.
Yeah, one day I'm a good fighter. Trust me.
But you know, you pay for that.
Of course, I have to do practice.
That's a good point. That's a very good point. He has to pay to learn how to fight. And trust me, if you're gonna go into fighting, it costs a lot of money. A lot of money to have a session after a session after a session. And to be fair, you got to pay a lot just for a general session. Then you got to pay for the one-on-one sessions to really get to that elite level, which costs even more. This guy is talking about a bit of MMA fight when he can't even afford to pay for a house. Bro, pay your rent first, and then we can talk about it. Oh my goodness gracious me.
He believes anything is
possible, and that's so wonderful. It's so lovely. But I've done the research, and most MMA fighters really don't make that much money, and a lot of the money that they make goes right back into their training again. If Vinny wants to do this because he loves it, that's great. But to say that he wants to do this because he wants to support a family, like, that doesn't seem realistic to me.
I mean, at least she knows. At least she's educated. But him listening to her is a different conversation.
Okay. You want to see my town?
Oh, I'll have to just come on, we can change.
Okay, let me get it.
Oh my god, it's so stinky.
Stinky.
Oh my god. Come on. Oh.
I think a lot of people forget that sometimes. If you got dreams, you need money to get to your dreams. Understand this, okay? People forget that. You know what I mean? Like when I started doing YouTube, I needed money to be able to get a good computer, to get a good green screen, to get good lights. You know what I'm saying? Okay, to get everything that ow! Sorry guys, I hurt my finger at the gym the other day. I busted my finger real bad, and I've just triggered it. Ow! I just sound like a little girl, like a little baby. Didn't I? Went, ow! Hey, fuck it up. Anyway, but let's though. People forget that sometimes that you need to put. A lot of big dreams require a lot of money. That's the grand scheme of it.
This is the first time you'll ever be driving with me.
Yeah, so cool.
So this is my mom's car. I am psyched to show Vinny where I'm from. I really want Vinny to see my culture, see where I'm from, and why I am the way that I am. The pace of life is so much faster. Like, I'm blunt and direct. That's the way we talk. I think it's going to be an adjustment for Vinny to, like, speed up and live the Jersey lifestyle. Beautiful, right? Yeah, this is my town, baby. This is downtown area.
Downtown.
You can get coffee there, and then there's a bar here.
As well.
I better not find you here late at night.
Maybe you kick me out. Maybe you can find me here. Yeah.
And then here, this is a fish restaurant.
Oh, I like fish. I like fish.
Yeah.
Everything they have here in Ethiopia, they have big difference. It's like Ethiopia, it's very too much people. It's crowded. Princeton, like so cool, like peaceful, and I think they live in like rich people here. This is very nice.
This is like a very nice place to live.
It looks the house so beautiful, like this design.
The house on this street is $1 million easily.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
So many like rich and famous people have houses here. Even like ex-presidents have lived here.
Wow. Sorry, I won't buy your house. Trust me.
This is a town for rich people, baby.
Okay. Arish wants to take me in the US. She wants to stay close for her family. Now we are here, and Arish is very stressed out for financial. I don't understand what she wants. If he can afford here, why we came here? After when I get my green card, I think everything is easy. I can help.
Like, just, I don't know.
I hope like that's my feeling, just
Yeah.
I mean, listen, he made a very good point there. He did actually make a very good point there. He said, at the end of the day, why did Ari bring me here if she knows that it's going to be hard to be living here? He made a very good point. That's I honestly, that's probably the smartest thing that I've heard so far on this whole entire season so far, to be honest with you. Why bring me here if you know that we can't afford it? Honestly, levels behind that. The conversation is Ari is a lump giving Kara advice to her lump partner. She wants to transform into a provider. We see how that worked out for Tanya with Sinjin. 100%. I hope everything works out for them. Precious, you are a very nice person. I don't think the thing's gonna work out for them, and to be honest, I couldn't really care less even if it did work out for them. To be honest, because I think they're just a disaster. I was behind laugh. I disregard my comments. Ara needs to get a job. Oh yeah, she does. But Susan, you're forgetting something, Susan. She has got a job, and that's complaining. Yeah, that's what she does. She complains for a living. Simple as that. Doesn't get paid for it. Ah, here we go. Here we go. Yeah, I'm going to be doing a nice little in-depth video about these two soon.
So this is my road.
This is my road.
In person?
Yeah, in person. Wow! I'm finally here in America. A minha primeira impressão é que tá tudo lindo, as casas são diferentes, as ruas, as estradas. As estradas têm muitas saídas e Montes Claros você tem uma rua para ir e outra rua para voltar.
My apologies, but I see some new people coming into the live chat. Shout out to all the people that are watching right now, and shout out all the people that are making a comment right now. You know what I'm saying? Like if you're here, say hi. Boom. Kelly just said hi. What's going on? Boom. At the same time, though, I've seen some other names. We've got Natalie's in the building right now. 1990 he's in the building. I like the way you did your name. Kaylin's in the building. Love's in the building. You know what I mean? Okay. Moni's in the building. Ginger's in the building. Come on now. Okay. These are some people that I didn't see earlier on. Vanessa's here as well. Come on now. If I haven't seen your name, I do apologize. Alatis is in the building too. Come on now. I know my manners. So yeah, shout out to you guys who are here right now. And of course, if you haven't liked the stream, make sure you're liking the stream. Let's get it. If you're watching it and you're not a subscriber, then I don't know why you're not a subscriber, to be honest. If you're watching, it doesn't make sense to not be a subscriber, to be. I don't know. Yeah. Anyway, it is what it is. Marley, how you doing? Welcome to the stream.
Não tem muitas roupas. Foi incrível. Your house?
John está lá.
Sem dúvida nenhuma, eu não vim para os Estados Unidos para morar com o John. Já todo mundo que você perguntou.
The way she got so excited by his house. Woo! I know what everybody was thinking at that moment. They were like, look at her get excited about the size of his house. I wonder why you're really here. But just for people who don't know about this couple, Thias, just so you know, put a tracking device, made Patrick download a tracking app on his phone. So she could track his every movement while she was in Brazil. So she has very high insecurities, high jealousy, trust issues, and the whole shebang. So just bear that in mind. So to be fair, she's like a younger version of the Jasmine from 90 Day Fiancé before the 90 Days. Yes, I'm gonna go with that younger version of her. Come on, Ginger, how you doing? Sandra, Brittany, how are you? Come on now. Louise, how are you? Please show some love and press the like button. Come on now. This girl is mad controlling. Yes, I'm saying, yeah, younger Jasmine. Come on now.
Vai falar a mesma coisa, não é normal morar com o cunhado.
Betty Boop, hi from Paris. How you doing?
Não entendo porque o John mora com a gente.
I don't know where he lives.
Gente, eu sempre falei isso com o Patrick, mas ele sempre muda de assunto e eu não quero isso. So beautiful house. Hi, John. Hello.
Welcome.
How are you?
Good. You see the doggy yet?
Oh, meu Deus.
He already loves you.
God.
Thais and I kind of talked about getting a puppy for a while, and I think it's getting really good for her. I think she's gonna have a little companion when I'm gone at work.
Muito lindo.
But I'm a little concerned how Thais is gonna do here, especially living with John.
Is it champagne time?
It'll come
Oh.
1, 2, 3.
Hey.
Yep. Congratulations.
Congratulations for me, for us.
Everybody. She seems nice. Definitely new energy. You know, it could go bad or it could go good, you know? Cheers.
Cheers.
I'm definitely going to have to put my best effort forward because it's important to him. And if it's important to him, it's important to me.
She's gonna hop in the shower. You probably want to put the TV on or something. If you put it loud, that'd help.
Put it loud.
This is our bedroom. Yes, bro.
If I was Patrick's brother, I'd move out ASAP. Craze Cupcake, how you doing? With your very loud comment. XX. Jabril feels so entitled, like what the F is his mother's home and he wants everyone to kiss his fiance. Leave it. Leave if you don't like it. That's a fair point. That's a very good fair point, to be honest with you. This relationship won't last. She to control. Oh, 100%. Let's have a look here. So, thank you for the super chat. I truly hope to see your opinion on how Thias is behaving. To see those bros cry broke my heart. She's young and trying to peck and over the meat. Listen, I don't know, man. I think my opinion might be very different to yours, but we shall see. Because my opinion on John is very
This is better than Christmas. Want me to make you breakfast?
É. Da primeira vez que a gente fez sexo, né? A qualidade do sexo dos Estados Unidos foi incrível, foi muito bom.
Best sex of my life. She
Desculpa, eu não tô... Where's John?
I think he's out in the living room.
Vou trocar minhas roupas. E no Brasil eu poderia andar na casa pelada se eu quisesse, e tá tudo bem, e acordar, ver o John. E eu não me sinto confortável.
So TLC had already... Okay, let me not pause it there. TLC had obviously already uploaded this episode throughout the week, and I've seen this little clip here. And this clip itself in particular, she does come out to say that she asks where John is first because she wants to make sure that she's dressed before she leaves the bedroom, and I respect that. So,
What's up, bro? Make some breakfast. Thanks. First day.
Making her breakfast?
Yeah.
She's making you breakfast.
No, I'm gonna make her breakfast.
Morning, John.
Good morning.
You want eggs?
Yeah.
I mean, to be honest with you, there was no need for that. Obviously, you know, Patrick's gone in there saying that, hey, I'm going to be making her breakfast. He's then come out by saying, the brother's like, well, she should be making you breakfast. Why? Why can't... I don't like that, to be honest with you, but let's continue.
What is this, John?
What is this one?
Beer?
Beer?
In the morning?
You know what beer is?
Yeah, she knows what beer is.
Beer.
There's beer in Brazil.
I don't know. Just ask the question.
Okay, John.
No. I live here too. I live here too.
So crazy people.
No, crazy. I know
beer
crazy.
in the morning?
No. How you gonna say crazy? Come on.
I'll say.
No. Let's not do this. You arrive one day, I'm sitting here playing a video game, you're gonna pull this? Nah.
It is a little early for some beer.
No bueno. I don't know if that's what it's called, but no bueno.
Well, it's gonna be a nice awkward breakfast.
Salute.
I mean, listen, one thing that I will say is that there was no need for her to say anything about the beer. She should have just let that slide. But let's, yeah.
If I have a beer at 11, 12 in the afternoon, what does that matter to her? We should be ourselves and individuals, and if that's a problem, you know, I bite. How do you feel about us being together as a family?
Difficult.
We'll give it a shot. Figure it out. I think you guys will get along.
You know, I want the best for you. That's all that matters. You know, I got a steak out there. Should I make it? We should share it?
Yeah, you want to eat breakfast together?
Well, I mean...
You said that. You gotta impress Thais with the steak.
Yeah. It's for you.
Thank you. Amor, você vai fazer. Olha, John, amor.
I'm cooking John eggs.
Como é? Seus ovos?
Yeah, well,
John sabe fazer ovos para ele.
I'm trying to help out because he's cooking the steak.
Yeah, don't let her tell you what you gotta cook. You
Supposed
understand?
to be
You
eating
cook what the you want to cook.
See, this is the problem now, you see. The brother is getting way too involved. How can he, look, the way he's trying to control her, he's like, don't let her tell you how to cook. Don't let her do this. The matter of the fact is, if Patrick and Thais are going to have a conversation, let them have a conversation. Do you know what I mean? Whether the concept is a good or bad one, let them have it. John shouldn't be getting involved. And this is the problem that I have. My biggest problem is John inserting himself in their relationship when he shouldn't be doing that in any kind of way. And that is the grand scheme. But like I said before, I will be making a video that's more in depth, you know what I mean, as I have been this week about this couple, you know. And yeah, but at the end of the day, they were both pros and cons. At the end of the day, they've both said things that don't need to be said. But I feel like, in my opinion, John is out of line personally. His relationship has nothing to do with him.
It's a rocky start. Both of them need to respect each other as family, not just point out every little thing that someone's doing wrong. And, you know, I think John's drinking definitely makes my job hard. It's not an everyday thing. I think he's nervous about having Thais in the home. I think he's nervous for me, but just being like protective big brother type of thing. So I got, you know, an uphill battle. Oh no. Your steak's choking her. What's that do to babe? John, you gotta put the fan on. It's called flavor. Oh, you gotta put the fan on. Flavor. It's called you're gonna choke my fiance out.
What?
Right.
What? Is all that?
So the house, Naira, this house is Patrick. So John is staying there. This is the thing. John is staying with his brother Patrick, right? Obviously, Patrick is the one who's Thais. And the matter of the fact is, if you ask me, John is nothing but a deadbeat, if you ask me. I think that John has been living off his brother for a very long time, and he needs to get the hell out of there. Not because she's there necessarily, but because he's the big brother, and he should be out there. You know, he should be out there in his own apartment, to be honest with you, with his own woman if he wants one or whatever. You know what I mean? But yeah. I would be triggered seeing someone drinking that early if I was living with them. I mean, listen, Dana, I won't lie to you. I would be the same. Like, if I woke up and the person that I wake up with is got a drink in their hand, I would be like, what the fuck? What are you doing? What the, you know what I mean? Psst. That's a red flag for me.
What'd you do? All right, I flipped it on the ground.
Don't drink in the morning, John.
My day off. What does it matter? What does it matter? I thought Brazilians drink all the time, you know?
John, so you're gonna make a new steak or what?
No, you're gonna eat what? No, we're gonna eat the same thing.
I think,
Why
yeah.
not?
You can.
Tap the ground? Oh. No, there's hungry kids in this world.
Yeah, bro, she's from Brazil.
No, I don't. Exactly.
No, she was about hungry kids.
Exactly. So therefore, you're gonna eat.
Let's calm down.
What am I gonna take some wipes? Disinfect it? No.
What, the steak? No,
Yeah,
the
it
steak
is
was
what
a
it
fork.
is. It is what it
The
is.
dog?
You know, if it's good for me, it's good for you.
Crumbs? Yo, it's crazy.
Crazy sometimes too.
No, but say no.
Hi. You're here to put your bidet in?
Yes, thank you.
What's going on here? In Islam, that's not right. A man and a woman cannot be alone.
Am I never gonna be allowed to be near a stranger again?
Just a madness. Hold on a minute. Let's go with that music. Copyright. Copyright.
Hello. Hi, thanks for coming.
You're here to put your bidet in?
Yes, thank you. Mohammed has been here for a few days, and I think it's off to a good start. Thanks so much for coming.
Sure, no problem.
I really wanted to get a bidet installed before Mohammed arrived, and I haven't been able to do it, so I had to call in the professionals. These are the parts I hope I'll hear.
Hopefully. If not, I brought some stuff to you. So.
Oh, all right, sounds good. Have you ever installed one of these before?
Yeah, we've installed a couple.
Oh, hey,
What's going on in here?
he's gonna install the bidet.
Oh,
How you doing, sir?
I'm great. Why didn't you tell me that you arrived?
Oh, I thought you were with Darren. Aren't you happy? We're getting the bidet installed.
Yeah, of course. But you know, babe, you can't be here alone.
I'm not alone. You're in the house.
So why didn't you call me?
I didn't know that I had to.
In Islam, that's not right. A man and a woman cannot be alone. If I am home, you should call me. If I'm not home and you need necessary something, call me. I will figure it out.
Well, am I allowed to be in the house if there's another man in here or not?
No, you're not allowed to.
Like, where am I supposed to go?
You should be like outside.
Like, outside the door? Or, like, out of the room? Or where?
No, like this distance or outside.
Is it social distancing in the bathroom or what?
Everywhere that you have a stranger in, you have to do distance.
Okay, well, I'm just taking care of everything by myself, and I'm trying to do a nice thing for you. I'm really annoyed right now because I feel like everything's stolen, and I was just trying to do something nice for the man I love.
It's just like that, baby.
Okay, well, I'm just not used to that. I'm getting concerned because I didn't know.
I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm not gonna lie to you, right? Listen, let me tell you something. You know what, Mohammed? I love Mohammed's. He's very soft demeanor. The way he's like, you know, in Islam we're not allowed. The way he speaks so delicate. It's like. I'm sorry, but I have this thing. It's a me thing that anybody that speaks to me too delicately, I don't trust them. I feel like you got to stick with the gender some way somehow. But of course, maybe that's just the way he speaks. But anyway, the matter of fact is, though, I mean, listen. How do you tackle this one? How do you tackle this one? All I know is this, that this conversation is not a conversation that should have been had in front of the plumber. The plumber should have been able to work in peace. The fact that they're having this conversation in front of the plumber is unacceptable. You know what I mean? First and foremost. Secondly, in Islam, I don't think they were supposed to have sex before marriage. So there you go. And then also on top of that, there's been rules that are already been broken anyway. In terms of that, but you know what though? You know what? This is the problem with people not educating themselves on other people's cultures. The matter of the fact is, he should have educated himself in terms of how life would be in America with an American woman, and she should have educated herself on what life would be like with a man from Islam, and most importantly, which Islam community he's from, because they're not all the same. Do you know what I mean? People that are Muslim are not all the same. They all come from different communities with different rules and whatnot, all that kind of stuff. So at the end of the day, you know, the matter of fact is, I don't think I'm not even going to sit here and say that he should have told her this before, or they should have had the conversation before. I'm going to say that people should self-educate themselves before they decide to go in a relationship with someone from a different culture. Point blank, period. Because at the end of the day, you can't expect the world to educate you. But if you want to date someone from a different culture, educate yourself first. Listen, right, I'm telling you now, if I was to go outside today and I was to bump into a woman who's Jewish or from Islam or from a different culture or community or whatever, first thing that I'm doing, if I'm into her, first thing that I'm doing is I'm educating myself on all the pros and cons. No, not pros. I'm educating myself on how her life works. You see what I'm saying? Obviously, I'll educate myself by asking her questions and also by the same time also researching. But I will more ask a question than research, because obviously research will give me an insight, but her responses will give me a better answer, because not everyone's going to be doing things in the same way. Do you see what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, people don't do that. People don't educate themselves. They get themselves in these sticky situations, and then they'll start to claim that, oh, he's insecure. He's this. Oh, she's that. Oh, all that kind of stuff. No, it's you not educating yourself, you freaking morons. But hey, he should have gotten his alcoholic brother the heck out of. Oh, you're talking about the other thing. Oh, you must be Anthony. You must be behind a little bit in the live stream. It should have been done before he got there. She said it would. It's a part of his religion. They clearly don't love each other. I mean, Taylor's come in like that. Boom. Taylor's like, they don't love each other, okay? This one thing says there's no love here. Maddie, you know these people don't educate themselves on partners' culture. I know they don't, do they? He even sounds like a child. I know. That's why I can't listen to him. The way he talks is just a death of me. I'm just like, ah.
I don't want to live my life that way, so I'm kind of nervous.
I gave up everything in Egypt to be with you here. Like, I made my sacrifices and you...
Okay, well, I made them too.
I understand. That's what I just knew. So, Muslim world, a woman can't be with a stranger by herself, because you don't know this stranger if he's a good guy or not. So, I have to be with her. She had to call me first so I can walk with her. That's how I will feel comfortable.
I want to hear him pissed off. I want to hear what he sounds like when he's upset. Because the way he's like, yeah, but you know, you could tell that she wants to kind of raise her voice a little bit, but she can't because when he's so calm, she's like, how do I communicate right now? And he's just so soft with it. Yeah, but I made sacrifices and everything. And then she's like, yeah, but I'm sorry, man. I just couldn't do it. I couldn't do it. I'm sorry. It's just he's one of those people that if you try to have a serious conversation with him, you just won't be able to, because every response he's going to give you is just going to be like, yeah, but you know how we do this, how we do this.
I'm trying to learn. I don't know, like, all these rules for every single... There's all these rules.
So I'm glad you learned one more rule for today.
But apparently better make a list so I just, like, don't get in trouble or something.
Make a list? Yeah, go ahead and do it.
The way my man was like, well, you learned one rule for today. So casually, and then she's like, I better make a list. And he's like, okay, yes, make the list. The list is... The thing is, she was being sarcastic, and he didn't pick up on the sarcasm. He was like, yes, make the list. I'm sorry. Mohammed is a funny guy. I can't take this guy seriously. The sarcasm would be football, man. Ah, damn. She's gonna be in for one hell of a roller coaster. Talking to him is gonna be like talking to a brick wall sometimes. This couple, oh my god, it would never work out. You're correct. She is old enough to educate herself. Sending back to Egypt is so annoying. She is too desperate for a man, I'm telling you. Too childlike.
I was kind of joking about that, actually.
The way she said, oh, no, here we go. I was actually joking about that. He doesn't care. Look at this.
Keep a list. Like, you just...
Oh my gosh, you're kidding me.
Wait, I need to rewind this. I need to rewind this. I'm so sorry.
I just knew. So Muslim world, a woman can't be with a stranger by herself, because you don't know this stranger if he's a good guy or not. So I have to be with her. She had to call me first so I can walk with her. That's how I will feel comfortable.
Okay, well, I'm trying to learn. I don't know, like, all these rules for every single... There's all these rules.
So I'm glad you learned one more rule for today.
But apparently better make a list so I just, like, don't get in trouble or something.
Make a list. Yeah, go ahead and do it.
I was kind of joking about that, actually.
Keep a list. Like you just.
Oh my gosh, you're kidding me.
I don't mind if that's going to work with you.
You have to be like a little more flexible and just understand I'm not.
Man said, I don't mind if that's gonna work with you. Shit, bro, she just told you that she was joking. He doesn't care about the joke. He's like, no, but listen, I don't mind. I don't mind. You can make the list. If it's okay, you can... I'm out. I can't with this guy. I can't do it, this guy. This guy is too much. If it was me, I would have got up and left by now. You know what I mean? I would have got up. I'd be like, you know what? We'll talk about it tomorrow. Okay, maybe later. Okay, no, not right now. Not today. Not today. Listen, like I see some of you say that the poor plumber in the back. If I was the plumber, understand I would be holding in my laugh so bad. By the time that I would have left the house, I would have been in my car. I'll be ringing everyone and saying, hey, I got a funny story to tell you. But at the same time though, it's one of those things that it wouldn't be funny unless you was there because you'd have to see him do it. That's the thing. This is one of those stories. You know them ones? You know when you try to tell someone a story, but you're like, you kind of needed to be there. This is one of those. I see that the viewership is growing fantastic. We get more and more people watching watch us right now, which is fantastic. Shout out to every single person that has been able to join us whilst we're live. You know what I'm saying? Obviously, like the stream if you haven't already. If you're new, subscribe. I mean, to be honest, if you're here, you're watching, it clearly means you want to subscribe and you want to slap that notification bell as well. Come on now. Come on. But anyway, let's get into it, man. Let's get into it. But of course, at the same time, if you want to support the channel, man's got the super chats, the super stickers, the CashApp, the PayPals, all them shebangs. Up to you guys. But anyway, let's get into this, man. This has been the best part. Do you know, I won't lie to you, Mohammed, this scene itself has been the best scene of season 9 so far, in my opinion, because it's just too laughable. Too laughable.
I'm not a Muslim woman.
I don't live.
I'm not from
but you're with a Muslim man.
I know, but you're in America.
But I am who I am still.
I've literally been preparing all these things, even little tiny details to just get everything as perfect as I could. You didn't ask for that, and I went out of my way to get it and order it. You know, granted, it wasn't done when you got here, but...
I'm just telling you, like, make sure that you know what will make me comfortable and what's not, you know?
Okay. I'm realizing that I have a lot to...
The way this guy is so mono. The way he grabbed her hand, he was like, yeah, but I'm just telling you what's gonna make me comfortable. So he's not thinking compromise. He's not thinking that she has said that, yeah, but I'm American now, we're in America. He doesn't care. He's like, yeah, but you gotta do what's gonna make me comfortable. And the way he's holding her hand, and she's just like, I can't right now. And the way everything goes over his head is madness. But anyway, let's see what she's gonna say here. I'm hoping that she's gonna say something right now that is finally common sense out of her mouth.
I'm realizing that I have a lot to learn about Mohammed in the next 90 days. If he's not willing to be a little more open-minded about how things are in the United States and tries to change me too much, then it's not gonna work out.
I hope she's gonna stick to what she just said. I hope she's gonna stick to that.
You drive the car?
Now I want to find out if they're still together, to be fair with you.
Can you drive the car, please? There's so much tension, you could cut it with a knife. I'm trying to just calm myself down. I don't understand.
Here we go, Bilal.
You want to do that one more time?
Can you drive the car, please? We are on our way to Juma. Bilal is still agitated and upset that I hit him. It was not even a physical hit, Lash. It was a tap. It was a playful tap. But when he pulled over, that's when I realized the severity of it all. I am playing. He is angry. We are not on the same page here.
Are you a violent person?
I'm not a violent person, but I was just playing with you.
No, that wasn't a play.
God. You know you're killing my mood right now, right?
I'm killing your mood?
Yeah.
Because you touched me?
Because you pulled the side of the road telling me that...
but I also told you, yeah, for sure.
You don't do that to people,
You don't hit people. Where do you come from? Where do you come from? Is that what y'all do in Trinidad?
You lose a lot of points for that.
No, you lose a lot of points. I'm thinking you're actually a violent person.
You lose a lot of points
and that's what I'm not trying to be with. Quiet right now. It's all jokes until we get real serious.
It's right here.
Yeah.
There's so much tension, you could cut it with a knife. I don't understand, like, Bella.
The way my man just got out of the car and just left it behind. Didn't even wait for her. Not even going to show the way. He just got up and just left. Boy, Bilal makes my blood boil. He makes my blood boil. Ooh-wee. Hey, is this what we're doing now? Hey. Now, in an interview, Shahida said that she has been watching this season. Which means that she's going to be watching this later on when it airs, US time, right? And when it airs, if this episode doesn't give her a reality check that she's in the wrong relationship, then I don't know what will. Because this right here, this guy, woohoo-wee.
Put me through this horrible prank.
You know what though? I'm going to say this though, right? I want to say this though, yeah. For all the women out there that have alpha tendencies, okay? You should be using your alpha tendencies to put down men like him. You know what I'm saying? But I find that some women out there with alpha tendencies, they use their alpha abilities to good men, to men that are generally nice people, that are soft, innocent, and they walk all over men that are generally good people, right? Stop walking over men that are good people and start putting down men who are like him, you know what I mean, to be honest with you, you know. And that's the same thing, I say the same thing for men too, you know what I mean. End of the day, there are a lot of men out there who have alpha tendencies as well, who also do that, they also do the same thing, you know what I mean. They you know, but the difference is though is that a man that is alpha, we still challenge a woman that is alpha, you know what I mean. That's the grand scheme of it. But I find that there are more women out here, from my own personal life, not the generalize of the world, of course, because I don't know every single person in the world, who have alpha tendencies, but they only use them predominantly against men that are good people, and then those men that are good people end up becoming bad people. You know what I mean? They become toxic themselves, and then they end up doing madness. This is what I'm saying. You know, and at the end of the day, men like Bilal, these are the men that you should be like, boom, don't you dare talk to me like that. Balance out, because the way he's behaving is unacceptable here. That's some Kevin Samuels preaching. Why are you saying Kevin? Listen, forget Kevin Samuels. Listen, don't be saying. I'm just telling you facts are based on my own life and things that I've seen. Do you know what I mean? But at the end of the day, the grand scheme of it is that regardless of whether people are alpha or not, everybody should be treating everybody with respect. To be fair, that is the grand scheme of it. But that's never going to happen. That's never going to happen in any kind of way. So I'm just saying that, you know, it's a shame that there isn't a match for match. You know what I mean? I just think that alpha people should be alpha people, personally. You know what I mean? I don't think alpha people should be near good people. That's just my general opinion, to be honest with you. It's just that. But don't get me wrong, there are some alpha people there who have very good tendencies, who know how to humble themselves, which is fantastic. Yeah, it is what it is. Caroline, how you doing? Welcome to the stream. Cheryl, how you doing? Welcome to the stream. Bag lady, how you doing? Susan, how you doing? Gretchen's in the bill. Obviously, Gret's been here for a minute. Come on now, let's get into this. Sabrina, how you doing? Oh no, I've already seen you, haven't I? Yeah. So I'm just trying to catch up new names that I haven't seen comment yet. Vanny, come on now. But Caroline says he's overreacting, calling her aggressive. He's a narcissistic. She only gave him a pat, but shouldn't have causes a dangerous while driving. If you can't test her and don't accept her, he don't deserve her. Facts. He doesn't deserve 100%. Absolutely agree. I see why everybody leaves him. Oh, there we go. Come on now. Mark says Shada may be stopping to conquer, and she's got womanist resources. Even the USA marriage to Zoro check Bilal's domestic, emotional, and financial abuse of her in Jackson County. And what does MO stand for? What state is that? And the US. MO. What is that? Yeah, what does MO stand for? Let me know, please. Greta says Bilal and Shada will not work for one thing. He does not want more children, and Shada wants kids. Big red flag. You know what though? You say that, but she's still with him right now. And to be honest with you, I feel like she's probably gonna give up her kids. Oh, just Mo. Sorry, my bad. I thought Mo was like short for like, because you know, like in America, like when you guys put down like a, there we go, Missouri. There we go, Missouri. I knew he stood for something, man. Sharon Brenda came in. Mark was just like Mo. But yeah, but what, thank you, ladies, for clarifying. That's what I meant. Missouri. That's it. This ain't love. This ain't love, baby. Real love has respect in the foundation, and it's not self-centered. Oh yeah, 100%. But yeah, let's continue.
Having me spend the night at his whole house, I would think that he would have had a much lighter sense of humor when it comes to me giving him a little tap on the head. But apparently, like, he's not playful when it comes to him. Oh, he's gonna pick up his kids. See, Bilal is not communicating. He just got out of the car. He didn't say anything. Like him slow. Like him slow.
Do you know what though? That is quite bad that he's gone up and got his kids without her, because it would have been nice for her to go with him. You know what I mean? So therefore she was in a position to greet them. I'm not saying it's a must, but it would have been nice if she had an option to go with him to pick up the children. Do you know what I mean? But he didn't give her that option. This guy is literally, do you know what? You know, sometimes like, I won't lie to you right now, I want to pick up my phone and just launch it at something, man. This guy is just the worst.
I am not feeling very good right now, and this is not the mood for me to meet Bilal's community and also his ex-wife. Okay, I will sit by her. You just would direct me which part the sister section is.
Come on, guys. I felt disrespected, and I'm really irritated. But the kids are here, and kids are innocent, and we keep their innocence. So I'm just like, you know what? Let me just be quiet, and let me try to get through this day. You know, we're about to go to Juma. But it's like, hey, we need to sit down and have a conversation about this, about what's taking place. This was the first Juma that she's going to be at, so this was like something I was looking forward to, being happy, joyous, but the mood was tempered dramatically. We've been away from each other for nearly 2 years, and I'm seeing that we don't know each other as well as we thought. So it's kind of hard to shake that off. Frankly, it's kind of hard to even concentrate, even in the Juma service.
I'm doing well. How are you? I feel alone. He is greeting his relatives, his friends, and his community. And I'm by myself. So, ready to go?
Yeah. Let's go.
Let's go.
I'll meet you outside.
Outside, yeah.
Assalamu alaikum. How you doing? It's good to see you.
He's not trying to make me feel better. He is upset. He's keeping distance. I'm trying to find ways to fight against my anxiety because I'm going to meet his ex-wife right now, and I'm trying to just calm myself down.
What's going on, sister girl? Assalamu alaikum. So, Shahida, this is Shida. And Shida, this is Shahida.
Nice to meet you.
And this is the lady of the house.
She wants to be mine. That's the one who runs the house for you, sir. Yeah. She's so pretty.
Nice meeting you. So how was your trip here?
It was long. It was a very long trip.
How long was it?
13 hours, just because it was not direct from Trinidad.
Okay.
I had to fly all the way to Panama, then come to the United States, then take the next flight.
So we gotta get going.
Same to you.
We'll talk.
Of course. Yeah.
All right.
Like your love.
We're getting out of here.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, you know, a little later,
Yeah?
we definitely need to talk about that situation that happened in the car.
I am thinking it's the next lecture that he's going to give me. Since I've been here, he has been lecturing me right through. I don't think I have been able to give much of my opinion. I feel as if I've stepped inside of Bilal's world. In terms of having a voice, I don't think I've had much of a voice.
Pretty upset at you, right?
I just think you blew it out of proportion, but we'll have that conversation.
Definitely didn't blow it out of proportion.
I won't lie to you, man. If I'm with someone and they're talking to me like I'm a kid, you know I'm walking away, right? The way he's talking to her like she's a kid, I'm definitely upset with you. And then she's like, I think it was blown out of proportion. He's like, no, it's not. But he's talking to her like a kid. He's the lack of respect. While you know the way I just want to. You know what? It's a good thing that I'm not the host for Tell. Because I won't lie to you, if I was the host for Tell O, and you know when they run back the clips of the season, they show us what's happened. Tell you this now, G-O-D. G-O-D, if I'm there and they show us the clips, I'll be sitting there with my, what do you call it? Let me pretend. You know the postcards. You know when they get the postcards in front of them and they read, I've been watching this. And then I would have to take a deep breath. I'd have to go, I'd have to stand up, to be honest. I'd have to stand and go, whew, okay, so Bilal, let us know what was going on in that scene, please. Let us know. Yes, let us know right now. Bilal proceeds to talk. And I'm like, no, actually, you know what? Don't say anything right now. I'm going to tell you what happened in that scene and what you should have done. Listen, bro. I don't know who the hell you think you are, but I tell you this now. If Shada was my daughter, okay, and that's how you were speaking to my sister, and you speak to like that, understand this, me and you would have a problem. A problem. You dig what I'm saying? Hey. You know what I mean? And then I'll be like, now you can tell your side of the story. He'll proceed. Then he'll start to talk. And I'll be like, you know what? I don't want to hear it, to be honest with you, because I know whatever's going to come out of your mouth is going to be something to justify. And no matter what you said, you're going to try and put the blame onto Shahida, because that's all you do. You put the blame on everyone else because you are a narcissistic man, aren't you? Sorry, my apologies. You are a narcissistic boy, right? But anyway, I'll let you speak before you, you know what I'm saying? Go ahead. Actually, you know what? I don't want to hear it. Anyway, moving on, Shahida, let us know how you're feeling right now about that scene. You know what I mean? In fact, you know what? I'm going to tell you how you should be feeling. They'd have to remove me off the set. They'll be like, we need to remove off the set, please, okay? Our host has currently lost his cool. He's unable to control his mind right now, and it looks like his body's boiling. Can we please get a replacement for the time being, please? Hello? Yeah. And then one of the producers says, no. Keep him there, because this will be good for the trailers. This will be fantastic for the trailers, okay? People are gonna love this, eat it up, yes. And I'll be like, oh, right, green light. And then I'll just explode. I'm just saying, man makes my blood boil so much, I'd have to put him on the spot. Whew. But you know them ones, you know what I'm talking about though, when your blood is boiling so much that you ask someone a question, they got to answer, and then you're like, nah, don't worry about your answer, I'm going to tell you anyway. You know that one? You can't even wait for them to speak. Yeah, you know what I mean? But yeah, I see that right now we've got more people coming into the live stream, which is fantastic. So shout out to the people that hit over 170 people, which is good. I think that's more than last. I believe last week we got around about 100, 109. I think that was the max we got. Right now we got obviously 170, which is fantastic, which means clearly myself and everyone here included are doing something right that is now attracting more people to want to come and watch us while we're doing a live on a Sunday. So this is absolutely fantastic. And let's make sure we get the likes in, ladies and gentlemen, okay? Let's get the likes going, okay? YouTube didn't tell, just arrived. YouTube didn't tell me I found your live by accident. Oh, fair enough. Well, I'm happy that you found me by accident. Finding me by accident is better than not finding me at all. You know what I mean? Now, of course, with that being said, that reminds me, if you're obviously someone new and that has found me out of just randomness, if you're enjoying the content, subscribing is the only thing you need to do left, as well as notification bells on. Not like the notification works anyway, but put it on anyway. You know what I mean? Also, at the same time, ladies and gentlemen, my apologies, but obviously you can join the channel if you do want to support me on a general basis. So shout out to you, so feel free to do that too. But yeah, let's get into this. Can we start it back, please? I want to watch more. Bean comes in, he's like, can we start it back, please? I want to watch more. Done. Yes, Cynthia is done. Done. Found him 15 minutes ago. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. Come on now. Let's make it happen. You see why he's been married 3 times. Yes, Susan. This is why he's been married 3 times. Come on now. But yeah, shout out every single person that's in the building right about now. Okay. Of course, if you're here, make yourself known in the chat so I can at least give you a greeting if I'm able to see you, of course. You know what I mean? Come on now. If not, either way, shout out to everyone here. Make sure you like the video. Let's get it. Come on now.
When Kara drinks, a lot, sometimes she knows what makes me feel uncomfortable and she still wants to do it.
This should be interesting.
Oh, it's like really cute place, actually.
Yeah, his next play will be to keep her isolated. Stop it.
I am definitely a drink. Oh, I see them. Hi. Tonight we are meeting my really good friends, Hillary and her fiance, Cooper. Hi. Hillary probably is one of the more skeptical friends that I have of Guillermo. Could I do a vodka soda? And I'm definitely gonna have some harder hitting questions for Guillermo tonight. She's inquisitive, and I think she, you know, as a friend, wants to know the dirt. Her passion fruit goes there. What's the alcohol in that? Oh, let's get litty. Maybe I am walking Guillermo into an interrogation room, but I'm interested to see how he answers some of these questions. Maybe I'll find out some things that I didn't know. Thank you. Well, we're really excited you're here. I know, now we're finally together. I know. You remember when you came home and announced you're just like, I'm getting married, and I was like, oh. Yeah, like,
really? This is not the first thing we'd expect to hear out of your mouth when you showed back up.
Yeah, I mean, how do you feel about getting married? How old are you?
23.
23. Are you ready?
What do you think? Like why? Like,
Less than 23.
Because you were,
No?
I was a disaster personally. I'm 23.
yeah, but in some way I'm not a disaster, you know? Like, I have been through many things in life, and I have been working for myself, living for myself, doing everything for myself, and...
I mean, you know, it happened really fast for the two of you. You know, there's a bit of an age difference. It's hard to get to know somebody living in a foreign country. Is there anything that Kara does that just drives you, like, insane?
When Kara drinks
Yeah.
a lot, at some point, she just wants to, like, keep going and never stop.
Right.
And so bad to say that every time that you drink, I know almost exactly how you're gonna end.
How does it end?
Drunk, not remembering what happened the last night,
I probably remember the beginning of it.
beginning. But I would love to enjoy the whole thing.
Kara's a very social person. She enjoys going out with friends. Going out, like, usually entails cocktails or a bottle of wine. She definitely lives her life, like, on Kara's terms. Do you guys feel like you fight more when Kara's drinking? Absolutely.
Many times we had that conversation, and at the end of the conversation, she was telling me something like, I will change, I will be better.
There's always room for improvement.
Yeah,
But I mean, what if she just wants to, like, keep going?
I won't tell her that she cannot do it, but definitely she will have to understand that also I will have a limit. Sometimes she knows what...
I respect it. I respect the fact that he's talking about how she needs to understand that I'm gonna have a limit. Black Swan, how you doing? Welcome. You just popping in. Come on now. Thank you so much. Leave a like. You know what I mean. Odd conversation to have with strangers. Listen, Natalie. This is exactly what I'm about to. This is exactly what I'm about to tackle right now. You know what though? I was gonna say something. I was gonna say that. So this is what I'm going to say. Sorry. So I find it very irritating that you're given 90 days to spend 90 days, right? But you know, to spend your time with someone, and I find it quite irritating that out of the 90 days, the first week is interrogation week. Why do they keep doing interrogations on the first week? I don't understand that. You know, and I think the same similar things happen on some of the other shows as well. But I feel like when it comes to 90-Day Fiancé, and then it comes to 90-Day Fiancé before the 90 days or the other way around, whatever, right? It really depends on the season and who's obviously the cast members. But I find it more when it comes to 90-Day Fiancé seasons himself, more in particular, that we find this thing that each time someone from another country goes to America, their first week being in America is literally interrogation after interrogation after interrogation. That's what I find that happens most of the time, you know? And it's like, why is TLC making me feel like as if Americans don't know how to be welcoming? Which I know firsthand that's a lie. Because I remember when I was young, when I was 15, you know what I mean, okay, and I went to America for the first and only time online, but I will go there again, don't worry. You know what I'm saying? I know you all want to see me in America. Come on now. Why not? But anyway, let's get serious. And I remember the first time I was in Maryland, you see. We had a family member in Maryland. Woke up next morning, got up, and I was going to the shop. But of course, you Americans love to call it the store. So I was going to the store, okay? And literally within 5 minutes of me leaving the apartment that we was in, this random American man was like, hey, how you doing? Hey, good morning. I was taken back. I was confused. Me and my stepdad were like, why is he greeting us? I was a bit scared still, you know, because in the UK now, when you live in London anyway, at least, not necessarily all UK, but in London, people won't just greet you, you know what I mean? They just keep it going. And even when we went to New York for the day, people were still rather polite to a certain degree. So I know that there is a very good level of mannerisms, you know, from Americans in some way. But when I watch the show, each time they bring someone from a foreign country, literally, it's like interrogation. Why are they not portraying Americans in a good light for once? You know what I mean? it's kind of becoming jarring now. You know what I mean? Like it's like TLC has an agenda against its own people. You know, it's like it's not even the truth. You know, it's just one of those things. Yeah, my experience in the UK, I was amazed of how serious and unfriendly it was. Yeah, I mean, listen, obviously in the UK, when it comes to London specifically, ain't no one saying good morning or hi to you. They're just walking past like you're nobody. I mean, if you live somewhere else, like more like maybe in the north or somewhere more countryside in the UK, people are definitely a bit more open to saying, "Hey, how are you?" You know, that does happen. Not all the time, but I can say that in America, it's definitely something that I experienced more often than I expected in a space of like 10 days. I think I was there for 10 days. I'm not too sure. It's such a long time ago. You know what I mean? But yeah, all I know is that TLC's, you know, they're giving Americans a bad rep. That's all I want to say, man. We talk to everyone, and the smaller the town, the more the chit chat. You see, fabulous me. That's why I like to avoid small towns. I don't like you, man. Everybody knows everybody. Everybody sleeps everybody. Yeah, I don't like that. But these slimy men go on international dating sites, and many hunt women for the most, hunt women from the most impoverished countries. Often lie about their situations, and often mistake or lie about their. No, that is true. That is true. I've never gone and I've heard and I heard I'm too loud. Thank you for the super chat. $1 million question: who are your favorite couples to the least favorite, and why? Yikes! That's a hard question, considering like every couple of this season so far has just been absolutely shambolic. If I was to think off the top of my head, I'm sorry if you're worried. I'm sorry, but if you're worried someone just wants a green card, why marry and attempt to? 100%. That's true, Madzie. Thanks, Madzie. That's true. Night and day is seeking out the worst of families here in the US, 100%. Now, in terms of the couples of this season, though, that's hard, man. Like, I'd say my least favorite couple, it has to be Bilal and Shahida, man. Bilal gets under my skin. Definitely my least favorite couple, to be honest with you. When it comes to Jabri and Monet, Mione, I'm not even going to include them in the list, to be honest with you, because it's just fake as anything. If I was to pick a couple that was my favorite couple, yikes, there isn't one. I can just tell you my least favorite couple. That's as far as I can go right now. My least favorite at this moment in time. And it's a shame because I don't mind Shahida, but Bilal was a tool, so it's game over. But anyway, let's. I always apologize for American being because I act Canadian.
It makes me feel uncomfortable, and she still wants to do it. Like if we go out and I say, "Hey, I want to go back home."
I never want to go back.
She never want to go back home.
And do you know what the worst thing is? None of these couples barely ever defend their partner. Whenever, to be fair, I'll tell you this though. This is one thing that I will give Jabri. When his family was, well, when his mum was obviously questioning Mione, I will give him credit. Damn, I will give him credit for. I will give him credit for at least trying to defend his woman, even though their situation, even though like there's a lot of. The problem with Jabri and Mione is that like there's a very split decision in terms of the way the mum acts and the way they act. Some people don't like the way the mum acts. Some people don't like the way Mione acts. So there's a split thing. But I would say that I like the fact that Jabri sticks with his woman no matter what. I like that personally. And I like that because I'm the kind of person that if I'm in a relationship with someone else, I want them to stick up for me as much as I'm going to stick up for them, because therefore I know that we are a team and nobody can break us. You know what I mean? That's just a me thing. So I do so he's the only one that I've seen do that, to be fair with you. Everybody else, Emily. Oh, damn, Emily. Oh, I just remembered about Emily. Oh, damn. I think Emily maybe I may dislike Emily more than I dislike. No. That's a lie. I definitely dislike Bilal more than I dislike Emily. Facts. Now has to happen. Yep. No, 100%. It just hit me there. I forgot about that couple for a second. But see, anyway, listen. Right now, though, again, I know I keep saying it, but I'm going to say it again. Shout out to every single person that's in the chat. I'm seeing more people coming in. You know what I mean? I've got Clary from Essex. Come on now. I know about Essex. I grew up only around the corner from there. You know what I mean? No longer them sides, but you know what I mean? Definitely grew up around this area, so I definitely know where you're at. We got Joel West in the building. How you doing? Queen's in the building. How are you? Queen Status is in the building. Joel West is in the building. Vanny's here. Come on now, let's go. We're growing, ladies and gentlemen. What's going on, man? What's going on? We're growing in more people commenting. You know what I mean? To be honest with you, the more people that comment, the better. Honestly, I love seeing people's comments, man. Come on, interaction is what I do. Let's get it.
Why do we have to be the first ones to go home? I hate being the first people to leave a party.
Like when I go out, I'm like having such a good time. I love to talk to people and I'm like having fun and da 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 da. But it's, you know, a learning curve.
So what is like the biggest fight that you've had?
I could say that once in DR, she threw my clothes from the window.
Was it because I read the message of that girl?
Oh, maybe.
Wait, what girl? There's a Canadian girl. What? For me. Oh. And he used this line with me, picture of the moon, and with me. And I was like, wow, so sweet, romantic, like he wants me to be there with him. And then when I went back on his phone, sneakily, he like had said that same exact thing.
It's not exactly the same.
Right. You know, it just made it feel cheap to me.
Are you still Chinese, man?
Not actively, like no, not really.
Do you guys feel like you can trust each other?
I don't know, babe. You go through my phone more than I go through yours.
Oh, you go through her phone too?
Whenever I do it in front of her. Because
You want her to like know that you don't
I
trust
take
her?
her phone right now,
Yeah.
and it's like this, and then I make it like this, and she take it out from me. Something is happening. I'm not simple. So you know what I mean? It's just simple.
You can't.
Going for
Red flag, red flag, red flag. But then again, though, I think to be honest with you, they should change the TV show. I don't think it should be called 90 Day Fiancé. I think it should be called red flag something something. I don't know, man. I just feel like red flag should be put in there somewhere, man. That's all we get out here. You know what I mean? EB, how you doing? Love your reviews. Thank you so much, Bros 735. How you doing? Come on now, welcome to the stream. I feel like G is more mature than her, and she is a party girl and want to scare him with a private investigator. Alcohol will affect her health, not only her relationship. Oh, 100%. I definitely agree. How not to marry a fiance? Oh yeah, 100%, 100%. Kara's friends have that Whoopi Goldberg expression saying, "Girl, you in danger, keeping your party girl messed up with a jilly bra man." Oh man, Angela and Micah's relationship is an absolute bottom of the barrel. You know what? 90 days of red flags. Oh, I like that. Atlanta. I like that. I like that. So Atlas. I said Atlas. Atlas. I like that. 90 days of red flags. Whew, that's a good name. 90 red flags. I got 99 problems, and red flags is all of them. That's what you should pick it out of me. But no, I like that one. I could talk to a brick wall. All I do is talk to people and scare them into wondering why I'm nice. Sad, ain't it? Come on now.
each other's phones.
Oh, sorry, we got a super chat. What's going on? Thank you for the super chat. What do you feel foreigners? Wait, what do you feel foreigners feel or see Americans after scrambling to the 90 Day Fiancé franchise? I don't really know, to be honest with you. You know what I mean? Listen, I think. I personally think that a lot of people who watch 90 Day Fiancé, I don't think they actually take what they see too seriously, to be honest with you. You know? I don't think they do take it too seriously. I think 90 Day Fiancé has got to a stage there where everybody understands that it is literally a TV show that is probably just scripted. Do you know what I mean? So I don't think people think about that too much more. At least I like to hope not. I like to hope that people are more open-minded, understand that what we see on 90 Day Fiancé isn't exactly how America is. You know what I mean? I mean, listen, I would hate if people ever, if anyone in America or around the world ever watched Jeremy Kyle. I would hate to think that you thought that the UK was like that, or if you watch like Benefits, like Brits on Benefit. If you watch any of the TV shows they do in the UK that shows people like, like, you know, I'm like, hey, please, just to see, you know, the UK is not like that everywhere, okay? But yeah, let's get it.
Past relationships and, you know,
some people in America are exactly that entitled. No, of course, but I think that's how people are around the world, though. There's people in the UK that are entitled. Do you know what I mean? There's people in Africa that are entitled. There's people around the world that are entitled. Do you know what I mean? I think entitled is just something that we can never avoid. I just think that it's kind of sad that 90 Day Fiancé kind of make it look like as if every single person from America is entitled, when obviously not everybody is. Because let's look at it this way: everyone that's in the chat right now that is from America, would you say that you're entitled? I like to think not. You know what I mean? And you are part of that. So let's not take it too much. You know what I mean? I love the Benefits show. You know what I'm saying? I stay a single mom because I just emotionally abused by a Nigerian. I'm sorry to hear that. I'm not Nigerian, by the way. I'm just putting it out there, okay? Because Nigerians have a bad rep. Just put it out there. I'm not. Okay, leave me alone. You know what I'm saying? Zim. But let's get it.
getting upset enough to throw out somebody's clothes out the window doesn't necessarily bring me the idea that they're feeling secure with each other. I mean, how do you guys feel just about all these things to work out? One side of me says, like, don't worry, it'll be fine. And then the other side of me is like, oh, that's a lot of problems. It's just like, you know, the whole 90 days to get married, it's not a lot of time to figure those things out.
there's, some things we're not on the same page about, and we don't have a lot of time to figure it out. And I don't want to be on my wedding day feeling like my future partner isn't on the same page as me.
New York for me. I think we can start living here. What do you think?
You don't even have jobs. You just got here and you already want to leave.
Whoa. Benny is 31 and he wants to be an MMA fighter. 31, he has no experience being an MMA. Okay, good luck to you, bro. Good luck to you. It's scripted to a degree, but producers know how to pull out people's real personality and get the dirt. My friend is a reality show producer. Oh, that's fair enough. I mean, it makes sense. It makes sense. I'm far from entitled. Come on now. I like that. Producers must be remote button pushers looking at the cast. This kid is a joke.
Still hustling.
You ready to go to New York?
I'm ready.
We've been in the U.S. for a few days, and we're not sure, what are we going to do for money and what does our future hold? But I'm trying to be positive and not to think about any of the negatives. Ready?
Ready. I'm so happy. I can't wait.
Vinny is psyched to see New York City, so my mom is watching Avi, and I'm super psyched to show him. Okay, man. Don't be scared. Hold my hand. I'll teach you.
I know about for New York just only in the movie. I see so many, like a museum and like so many buildings, New York people with the talks different. I want to see. I'm so excited for seeing everything. Oh, awesome. That's first time train.
Cool, right? The train goes underwater. It's underground.
Underwater? You go by water inside? Is it underwater?
No, not right now, baby. There's the sky right there.
That's what I'm saying.
All right. Oh my God, let me take a picture.
Hey girl, come on, I'm New York now.
I know, my God.
New York ፊልም ላይ ልክ ያየሁትን ነው ልክ በሪል ያየሁት በጣም ደስ ይላል ሁሉ ነገር ደስ ይላል በጣም ኮቲ ነው ፎቆቹ አንገቴ ወደ እስኪሰበር በቃ አንገቴ ቀና ብሎ ነበር ያለው እንደዛ ነው በጣም ደስ የሚሉ ነበር እና all the New York underground like this.
Yeah, that's actually cool.
I get on like goosebumps, like I'm so excited. Is that what it is? Oh yeah, so good. What is this?
A water fountain. You don't know what a water fountain is?
What does it mean?
For drinking.
I can drink it?
Yeah.
In Ethiopia, I didn't drink like water fountain. I drink in the river when I'm before. That's what I have experience. But drinking the water fountains, that's nice experience for me.
You've never seen a water fountain before, huh?
Well, no, this is different.
Oh, that's cool.
New world for me.
Do you know what though? Do you know what would make whenever these two are on the TV or on screen? The perfect thing would be if Ari didn't speak. That's what I think is the best thing possible. I think if Ari was just quiet for the rest of the season, perfection. Because when she talks, boy, it's not what she says. It's just when she talks. Her voice just goes through me. I'm just like, talking again. Everything just sounds like a whine. But let's see what you guys may state anyway. 90-day visa is not to figure out if you should get married. It's 90 days to get married. Absolutely. Let's have a look at if you're waiting to put yourself on national TV. What kind of person are you? I would hate to have my brand of crazy aired. Well, I just don't have a brand of crazy, right? But I get what you're saying though. He would get distorted in a professional fight 100%. No, I'm not entitled, but I am in over 300 million. 90-day fiance is very, very small percentage of hand-picked morons. Absolutely. Elisa, how you doing? Welcome to the stream. I think I need a fiance who really sorts the entire process and purpose of 90 days. This is coming from someone who's been through the process. Okay, I hear you. I mean, listen, if anybody wants to go on 90-day fiance, listen, if you're looking for someone to do it with you, let me know, okay? And we can get something involved, you know what I mean? I can be that 90-day fiance for you, you know what I mean? But just understand this though, after the 90 days, I'm coming back to the UK, okay? I can't live in America, it's too expensive. I'll just come there just to be on the show and I can expose how it all works. And anyone wants to go on the show with me, just to get the tea, you know, and just, you know, I'm playing. But anyway, let's continue. Let's have a look here. So many comments coming through, which is fantastic. That's what I like to see. Benny has been to the US before, allegedly. He married his first wife in the US. You know what, Sonia? That's what I was thinking, to be fair. But maybe he just hasn't been to New York. Who knows? Listen, they are adults. Suck it up or move out. Oh, there we go. He's never seen a water fountain come on. No, to be fair with you, I'll be honest with you. I didn't know what a water fountain was until I came to the UK personally. Do you know what I mean? So I can relate to that, to be fair with you, to be fair. Make Miona and Jabri find themselves and fly the Hollywood life in their own crib. They'll be straight. I mean, listen. Come on now. I would love to see you take down Cody. Nah, but listen, Cody's a good guy, man. He's a good guy, you know what I mean? So far, Cody's done nothing wrong. You know, it's just Emily's been the issue, to be honest. Leave Cody alone, man. Kobe, sorry. It's not even Cody, it's Kobe. You spelled his name wrong. But she's not Muslim, my brother, so she doesn't need to obey Islamic rules. Oh, laws. Oh, so you're talking about Eve, right? Look up Benny's wedding dance. Maybe. Maybe.
Imagine if I live in New York City. Oh my God, so cool.
So what do you think about New York?
Wow, it was beautiful.
Different from Addis, right?
Absolutely different. I feel we can start living here. What do you think?
You want to live in New York? You know, it's not cheap. Rent is crazy expensive here.
The renting is very expensive. Your salary is more expensive too.
You don't even have jobs.
Yeah, of course we don't have jobs. Well, we have to find a job.
Like you just got here. I mean, I'm so happy that you love New York, but you just got here. Now you already want to like leave. Of course, I would love to live in New York, but I'm really stressed out about how we're gonna pay for anything. And now I'm like thinking, I feel like you don't appreciate like my parents. They got us this great apartment, and like they signed a year contract. And already
just calm down, listen.
I hate when you tell me to calm down. Like that's the one thing I hate when you tell me to calm down. What I'm saying is serious. Like
I give you just an idea. It's not about you don't have to math.
I don't think you understand, like, it's so stressful thinking about, like, all the stuff we have to pay for, everything we have to do. I spent most of my adult life abroad. I never, like, rented an apartment in the U.S. or paid a utility bill in the U.S. Even I'm from this area, we're both new to this situation, to this life. But it's kind of all riding on me.
But it was your idea, so what's the big deal? Huh? It was your idea, Jerry. Oh, man, when you have an idea and then it goes kaput. Why are they in New York if they have no money? That is a very good question. And I don't know how far they had to travel as well, to be honest with you. It's not the good moment to talk about stress. They leave a lot out. That is where the scripted comes in. They mold the story. Of course, 100%. She better be thankful I am not her mother. Pardon me. Last question. Thank you for the super chat. Let's have a look here. How do you feel about this series? Is now scripted versus real. Every series I feel is more paid actors and scripted. What are your thoughts? Please go through the depth and third trial. Well, that's a good question. Let's have a look here. How much do you feel this series is? Do you know what? I'm going to say this. I think that this series is only scripted for just certain couples. I feel like, do you know what? I think anyone that we have been given a perception in a bad light, their storyline has definitely been molded, as I said before. You know, that is where they've obviously, you know, left a lot out, like Queen said earlier on here, okay? And that is where they have obviously, you know, made the story appear as it is. And then in terms of scripted, to be honest with you, I would say Jabri and Miona's one's 100% scripted, without a shadow of a doubt. That one I'm not even going to go back on. That one has to be scripted. To be fair with you, I feel like Emily and Kobe's one might be scripted, to be fair as well. You know, to a certain degree. I really do feel like that. And I'm just hoping that Bilal and Shadi's one scripted, to be honest with you. I am hoping. I'm not saying it is, but I am hoping it is, to be honest with you, because the behavior in that one is just atrocious. Atrocious. Kaylin, you forgot about who Emily is. Oh yeah, and also in terms of the Johnny Depp thing, you know, obviously, you know, it's so hard for me to keep up with the Johnny Depp and Emily trial. That's why I've only made one video about it, because where obviously I create so much content obviously on a daily basis about this, that trial's on for hours upon ends, you know what I mean? So I do try to keep up with it, but it is hard for me to keep up, to be honest with you. But also, yeah, you said paid actors. I don't know if I don't think that they pay people to be on here. I don't think that they pay actors. I think that they say to people, hey, if you want to get yourself out there, we can give you the opportunity to be on the show. I don't think TLC would ever pay someone to go on the show personally, unless it's like it's my £600 life and they want to get those extra nude scenes in it because that's what they do. But I think for 90 Day Fiancé, I think it's literally saying, hey, we know, if you wanna, if you want us to help you build your platform, your social medias or whatnot, like Jabri or Mione, I think they put you on there, but I don't think they pay anyone, to be honest with you. I'll be very surprised if they pay people to go on the show, because I don't think it's that hard for them to find people to come on the show, to be honest with you, to the extent that they have to pay them, you know? I think it's harder for them to find people to go on something like my £600 life or something like that. And look at it this way as well. Some of these people end up even getting spin-offs. You know what I mean? You got to think about the benefits that you get from being on 90 Day Fiancé. You know, once you're on 90 Day Fiancé, you then have you have the advantage of growing your social platforms. You have the advantage of them being on 90 Day Fiancé spin-off shows, whether that be 90 Day the other way around, or 90 Day Single Life, 90 Day Diaries. You see what I'm saying? Okay, or 90 Day Pillow Talk. So there's so many, spin-offs that you get out of it that that you would get you get more airtime. You know what I mean? So to be honest with you, I don't think, with the amount of spin-offs that they do and the amount of stuff that they give people, I doubt that they pay anyone. It wouldn't make any sense, to be honest with you. 1994. Thank you for the super chat. Thank you for all you do, Madzi. I love your commentary. Thank you. I appreciate you. Come on now, let's not mess about. Yeah. So let's continue. Remember, ladies and gentlemen, remember, if you're new to the channel right now, you're watching, please make sure you hit the subscribe button. And if you're watching right now and you haven't hit the like button, then hit the like button. And notifications on. Come on, let's get it. You have to pay to watch. They told us what to do in a storyline. Oh, there you go. And that's another thing. You know what I mean? Like, obviously, yeah.
Today, just like we stand for a nice day. I don't want to feel ruin my day. Okay?
I'm the one who brought you here. All this is possible because of me, and I ruined your day. That's not.
I don't want to like fight. I don't want to distrust like something for.
But you don't want to be whole family.
That's crazy. Family by the ton was paid to be the family when they are not. So they're not family? Yikes. The plot thickens.
It's really hard.
Ari, she's very stressed out for financial. Because of that, she's arguing by so many things, by small things. And for me, it's not fair. And you're stressed. Just you talk to me about for like small things. Like,
this is small. This is like the biggest thing ever. If these things are not important to you, maybe I'm not important to you. Maybe we shouldn't get married. It's very hard to get another person to understand your perspective. I'm with someone who is the total opposite of me. And because he's always dreaming, it leads me to have to always be the practical one. And like, it doesn't leave a lot of room for me to dream sometimes because I'm too busy bringing him down to earth.
But to be honest, if you, so just to go back to the comments here, for the people that are saying that that everybody is paid to be on 90 Day Fiancé or any of these shows, I'll be honest with you, if I'm TFC and I'm paying people to go on 90 Day Fiancé and this is the garbage that you're giving us, I would be questioning myself real quick. Like, come on, listen, if TLC are paying these guys to come on this show with just the way it's been so poor this season so far, wow, I'd be worried. Only the American is paid. That's what Fabrice B says. Listen, all I've said is if they're paying people to give us this, honestly, if they recruited me to go on 90 Day Fiancé and they wanted to pay me, trust me, I would make that stuff explosive. I would make it good. You know what I mean? I'll be all ready to act out good. You know what I mean? I'll be like, whew, okay, you're gonna pay me. Okay, listen, I'm gonna let you know though. I'm gonna give you guys a contract, and well, here's the thing. If I give you guys a better ratings, I want a salary boost. Okay, just know this. You know what I mean? I've been negotiating that contract. You know what I mean? Trust me, if I was at this show, everybody would watch it, you know. I'll be doing some madness. I'd make sure I find myself a partner as well who's going to be just as controversial as me, you know what I mean? 1 week we argue, next week we get along. 1 minute we're all lovey-dovey, next minute we're just at war. Nah, listen, if they're paying, I'm telling you that if I'm paying someone to go on a TV show, I'm going to do better recruiting than what they've done. And to be honest with you, I wouldn't be really bringing back couples that are boring. Like, come on now. If you're paying, you're telling me they're really bringing back people like Big Ed, Angela, Ari and Binny. Oh my days. It just gets worse. It just gets worse. If Hamza found a girlfriend in Chicago, Binny can find Ethiopians and talk about with people over there, make connections is important for life and career. But I heard that the friend that the person Hamza is friends with, he already knew that person before he flew over. I don't know. They're not paying much. I was paid like $100 for the day of shooting and free shoots. What I was seeing, I was drunk. Listen, man, if they pay me $100, I'm not even turning up. That's not good enough for me, man. $100 for a day. Am I dumb? Psst, I'm good. I'm out. Psst. No. You're giving me a good contract. You sign image away forever. They can edit anyway. They can. You can't pay me to be on a show. I'm way too soft-hearted. They get paid per episode. Do the Merc get paid $1,000 an episode? That's what I heard. Listen, if they pay me $1,000 an episode, okay, cool. Now we're talking. To be honest with you, with my talents, but up the ante a little bit. I'm gonna say, listen, no, you're paying for my you're paying for my attendance, you're paying for my accommodation, my flights, everything. You know what I mean? We're talking a big contract. The negotiator.
Even if he can't contribute financially, he could, give me more support. Or I don't think the relationship will survive.
Honestly, I'm pissed off because Miona is not feeling comfortable. My mom is testing Miona. That is not acceptable.
I gotta know that she's not gonna sit there and expect everybody else to do the work for her as she shows her breasts.
Mom.
Jabri.
It's about to get interesting. $100 is a good pay in France. I mean, listen, you have to remember something, right? You're going on TV for TLC to control image rights about you and for them to make you look like a complete clown. You're not paying me $100 to try and make me look like a clown. But believe me, you're paying. I'm worth more than $100 to be made look like a clown on TV. Remember that. So know your worth. Just beware. It's not about $100 being a good pay in France or a good pay anywhere. It's about how much you are worth to yourself. How much you're worth in terms of allowing someone to take yourself, put you on screen, and do whatever the hell they want to do with you. You know what I'm saying?
I know. Come on. Hey.
Hey, Mom. Can you shut that door? Do you mind shutting that other door?
Oh, okay. You all right?
No, I'm cool.
What's going on?
Honestly, I'm just gonna get straight to it. I'm pissed off because this is not how I expected this to go. And Miona is not feeling comfortable because you had went through her laundry, which I think is completely irrational and that's not appropriate.
So I was putting some stuff in the laundry and she was like, what kind of top is that?
Why is she doing all that?
Mentioned that you don't want me walking in front of Brian like that. That was really weird.
She's taking it too far.
It bothers me that my mom is testing Miona or maybe push some buttons, and that is not acceptable. Miona does have a temper, and I just don't want her to really go off on my mom and it to get to a place where the damage is not repairable.
I think there's some miscommunication about what happened because I didn't go through anybody's laundry.
She's feeling like you're trying to change her into somebody, and I don't understand if you're just like overprotective mom, but I'm not 15 years old anymore.
So I don't know what you're talking about. When I was talking with Miona, she didn't seem this upset. Was that not real? When Jabri is telling me that Miona is feeling attacked or uncomfortable, I'm concerned that Miona is being fake with us because Miona's not telling this to me. So how am I going to get to know her if she's not going to share how she really feels or what she really thinks?
I understand respect and everything else like that, but she just got here. And I'm stressed out, so I'm telling you, please, tone it down a notch with the questions and the rules and everything else. I'm getting married. I got 90 days. I got a lot of pressure. She don't want to get married in God knows where, and that's stressing me out. Everything's stressing out, and then I'm coming back here and you treat me like I'm a 13-year-old. Talking about your laundries too. Whatever, y'all had a conversation about laundry.
So, Jibri, what are you really upset about? Because I think it's sounding more like you're upset about how you and Miona are doing right now.
Yeah, she's expecting a lot of and she's not willing to compromise, and she wants to stay here a month. Now I'm trying to understand, are you really saying what you're saying, or is it her really just trying to start something so she can get out of here quicker? I don't know. It's just a lot. It's a lot of pressure.
Has she always put this much pressure on you?
Ooh, Mom, you twisting my brain.
Did you see what she did? Did you guys see what you guys did not see what she did? Did you see what the mom just did? Oi, remember the mom's a therapist. Jibri's mom is a therapist. The way she flipped the script, she's counseling him. The way she just flipped it to counter him, and therefore she's, oh damn! I would never ever date a counselor after you try to flip the script to me like that. Are you crazy? The way she did that, though, she flipped it different. I gotta watch that again. Hey, she flipped it around at him. Hey, nah, that mom is dangerous. That mom is dangerous. Run it. He should know. He should know. He should know. Nah, man. And I have a finger again in the process. God damn, man. Look at this. Oh boy. Can you see the? Oh boy. I have bashed up this finger, boy. Too bad, but I gotta hold my finger. Let's get that again.
Everything's stressed out, and I'm coming back here and you treat me like I'm a 13-year-old. Talking about your laundries too. Whatever, y'all had a conversation about laundry.
So, Jibri, what are you really upset about? Because
and then boom, what are you really upset about?
I think it's sounding more like you're upset about how you and Miona are doing right now.
And you know the way the mom has now deflected away from herself. She has deflected from herself. She's like, I don't want you to talk to me, so therefore I have to hold myself accountable. I'm gonna flip this, so you gotta hold yourself accountable, and most importantly, hold Miona accountable. Because you ain't holding me accountable for nothing. You know what I'm saying? Flipped it different. I'm onto you. Nothing goes past me. It may do sometimes, but I always catch on to it. Woo! Flipped it.
She's expecting a lot of and she's not willing to compromise, and she wants to stay here a month. Now I'm trying to understand, are you really saying what you're saying, or is it her really just trying to start something so she can get out of here quicker? I don't know. It's just a lot. It's a lot.
And the fact that he said that, or is it her trying to start something so she can get it quicker? That was something he already had in his head anyway, because he said that prior. But the mom doing this is what's relit that fire again. It's a madness, and the mom continues. And it's too late for me to ice it, because I did this injury like 2 days ago. Like, I don't know if you can see it. I don't know if you can see my injury in my finger. Can you see the hole there? And the light's too much. I'm not putting my middle finger at anyone. I don't know if you can see it. But anyway, it's whatever. But let's get into it.
The pressure.
Has she always put this much pressure on you?
Ooh, Mom, you twisting my brain. You're doing the therapy kung fu stuff again.
See, he knows it. You're doing that therapy kung fu stuff, and he knew it too. Come on.
My mom knows all the tricks of the trade when it comes to psychology and therapy. She knows it all. But I don't want her to do that to me. I want her to be my mom, especially in this time of need, and I don't need her therapy.
That's the problem. His mom doesn't seem like as if she knows the balance between being a mother and a therapist. A therapist should never do therapy on their own flipping loved ones, in my opinion.
Jimmy, I'm asking questions that are about caring about you, loving you, wanting you to have the best of life, and wanting you to have a partner that is, but because love does all kinds of things to us. Love can keep us from seeing some things that later on we're like, oh my gosh, how did I get into this?
I'm being slow on this process.
Marrying someone in 90 days is fast.
Right, but guess what? I live a fast lifestyle.
Okay, so
that's how I've lived, and
okay.
This is actually me slowing down.
So part of living a fast lifestyle then is you're going to hear from people who care about you when they're concerned. They feel like you're going to run into a brick wall.
All right, well, if I run into the brick wall, guess what's going to happen? I'm going to pick myself back up, dust myself off, and keep running. Like, life could end tomorrow.
Jibri, that is so disrespectful.
It's not disrespectful.
It is,
it's just
because when you fall and you get hurt, that hurts the people that love you. That's why we are asking these questions. That's why we're concerned.
I understand that.
Right?
But you're not going to always be there to pick me up.
No, I'm not.
Pick myself up.
So if Miona's the one who's supposed to be there with you, to be there when you pick yourself up, then I got to know that she can do it.
Do what?
Do the work. That she's not going to sit there and expect everybody else to do the work for her because she's pretty or shows her breasts.
Mom.
Jibri, I'm not sure I can support Jibri marrying Miona right now, or even in these.
This one. Woo. This one, do you know what though? I said to you guys that 90 Day Fiancé won't pick up until episode 4 and 5. 4 came along, dire. 5 came along, ugh. So we're now at episode 6. Now it's starting to pick up. Now we are going places. Now that it's starting to pick up, happy days, because this is what I was waiting for that moment that it started to pick up a little bit. I'm gonna say that this episode so far, in my opinion, has been the best episode so far this season. You know what I mean? I can only hope that it keeps going forward. But nonetheless, though, let's get into the super chat. Thank you again for the super chat. Really appreciate that. Your bank account's gonna be looking empty real soon. You know what I mean? But thank you so much. Okay, my final take. Jibri, his mum is totally polite. Her house, her rules. I don't want my sons to have half-dressed ladies living under my roof. 2, Bilal, he is owning it. Oh boy, controversial statement there, in my opinion. How you doing, Chrissy? Long time no see. So here's the thing. I do agree with the aspect that this is Jibri's mother's. This is his mom's house, and it is very important for Jibri and Mione to respect his mother's house. And any rules that she wants to put out there, they should definitely respect them and try their best to abide by their rules, regardless of, you know, whether this and that. They should try, yes, 100%. But at the same time, though, the mother should also have respect for. The mother should also still have respect for how Mione is as a person, and also have respect for how her son is a person. And the matter of fact is, her son is what? Jibri's what? How old is he now? 20. Was it 26, 27 or something like that? I'm not too sure. And the fact that she knows what her son is like. And to be honest with you, my issue with his mother is that she is refusing to acknowledge that she has been his mother for how many years he's been on this earth. And she has failed him because it seems to me that this relationship that they have, and this is a video that I've made already anyway, has been a relation of tic-tac-toe for the longest way possible. And I think that the mum needs to stop being a therapist to her son and needs to now start being a therapist to her own goddamn self in terms of how she wants to conduct herself when it comes to speaking to him. Listen, she knows that her son is this guy who's very flamboyant. He lives this lifestyle that's just like all over the place, you know what I mean? And if you ask me, I feel like it is her responsibility to adapt to the way her son lives, so therefore she can advise him based on his lifestyle, not advise him based on who he's not. He's never going to listen to what she's going to say if she's always advised him as if he's someone he's not. And that's the grand scheme of it. A lot of times people try and give people advice based on someone who they're not. That's a waste of energy. Trust me when I tell you. You know what I mean? Advise someone based on who they are. It's just that simple, right? You know what I mean? But like I said before, I do agree that it is the mother's house. So therefore, Jibri and Riona should definitely respect the mother's rules. But at the same time, the mother should also respect the way Miona is, and also respect the way her son is. And she should stop trying to be the therapist between them. Because the matter of the fact is, being a therapist between her son and his girlfriend or his fiance, wife, whatever, isn't going to end well at all, because it's just going to end up ruining her own relationship with her own son. And that's something that I would imagine that she doesn't want to happen. Do you know what I mean? My biggest issue is that I feel like the mother is very naive. She's very naive, to be honest with you. Right, let's see what some of you guys are saying in the comment section right about now. Oh, okay, what else did you say? She said, to be fair, and you said, oh yeah, and Bilal is, oh, do you know what? I'm not even going to talk about Bilal, man. I don't want to talk about Bilal right now, man. my blood will start boiling if I start talking about Bilal. It's her house and rules, and women should not dress a certain way around certain people. It's a respect thing. I do agree. And that's where obviously, you know, Mione needs to obviously respect that she's not living in her own place. She's living in Jibri's mum's house. And if Jibri's mum is uncomfortable with her walking around half naked, then she should not walk around half naked in the house, and she should do that when she's out of the house. So yes, no, I do get that 100%. They should have a minimum respect for parents' rules, as neither of them are working. But the mum seems a staunch Christian, thinking, yeah, no, 100%. I don't think his mum would like anyone he brought home, to be honest. She's going to be, yeah, that, do you know what, Topaz? You hit the nail on the head. It doesn't matter who he brings home. Unless, his mum reminds me of Mama. She's the kind of person that is only going to be happy with him dating someone that she brings home. Yeah. Unless she's brought home a girl for him, she ain't happy. Because his mother, Jibri's mother, does not trust Jibri's judgment. That is it. She does not trust his judgment. Anything that he does, she will question it no matter what. Unless she's unless she is in control, unless she is 100% in control of his judgment, of his life, she's not happy. So I'm gonna go with that. I like that. That's a very good point. Very, very good point you made there, to be honest with you. I don't know how I didn't pick up on that one myself, to be honest. I wish I did. Okay, you guys are coming with the comments now, man. if she don't like any woman, can she search for a lady for her son in the church? I feel like Colt, Debbie, and Vanessa's situation. I'm an older woman and I have kids that are computer kids, and I know that they post fun stuff, or when they are all dresses, they don't live the way they don't live that way all the time. And that's fair enough. He's 28 and living at home. I think she wanted better for him. She advised him before and he didn't listen, which is why he is where he is now. But here's the thing, Naira. He is where he is now because the communication has never been healthy. If the communication had been better, he may not have been there. Do you know what I'm saying? Because when I made the video about his relationship with his mother, I said before, I see similarities with my own relationship. And at the end of the day, you know, I was able to make sure that I didn't end up with basically the way Jabri has and the way they have. You know what I mean? I mean, obviously, my action resulted in me just cutting communication in general, because I realized that, like, there was no point in me staying in the light. There was no point in me having communication with my own mother if no matter what I did, she was always gonna be objective. You know what I mean? I was like, you're just putting me down rather than you're pulling me down rather than pushing me forward. So I was like, you know what? I'm out. And since then, my life has only got better. Do you know what I mean? Because I've been able to do things, you know, with the right mind frame, without having to worry about pleasing my mother, without having to worry about whether I'm going to disappoint her, without having to worry about so many things. You know, honestly, it was like a big cloud over my shoulder. Do you know what I mean? But of course, I'm not saying that's what Jabri needs to do in the situation, because obviously the relationships that I have aren't necessarily the same. They just have similarities. That's the one. I have always stayed out of my son's relationships only if they come to me asking my advice. Then I only help them to find their own solutions. Oh yeah, 100%. Super chat. Bilal owning it. If I asked a dude to stop touching me, he better. He did not. My word. No, I hear that. She kept on trying to make a packet order. Cara, I don't know. I'm reading. It's already failed. Do you not? No, listen. I definitely agree that Shahida touching Bilal while driving, it was unnecessary. The first time he said stop, don't touch when I'm driving, she should have stopped. But of course, the way he did it then provoked her, which still isn't an excuse for her to continuously touch him. So at the end of the day, I'm definitely with you on that. You know what I mean? She should have stopped at that moment in time. The matter of fact is, Shahida should have known not to touch him to begin with. But to be fair, something tells me that Shahida does not drive. I just realized this because I was in a car before with someone that didn't drive, and they tried touching me while I was driving. I was like, whoa, don't do that. I actually swerved a little bit because they touched me when I was driving, and I literally I was like, yo, like, that ain't cool, you know what I mean? And that person didn't drive. And I was like, that's why you don't understand. Honestly, like, people that don't drive really don't understand people that do drive, to be honest with you. So she probably doesn't even drive, to be honest with you know what I mean? Anyway, let's, Madzi, I'm listening and enjoying the stream. Oh, thank you, Ariana. Hey, Ariana, thank you so much. I appreciate you listening and enjoying the stream. And I like the fact that you made yourself known that you're here. I like that. Come on, guys, always make sure I'm not asking people to comment all the time, but just say, hey, I'm here, what's going on? And if I see you, I'll give you a shout out. You know what I mean? I'll say, yeah, what's going on? Jennifer E, how you doing? It wasn't that bad though. It's not about, do you know, it's not about it being bad. It's just unsafe. Like, trust me. I remember before I was driving my car, you know what I mean? And someone literally just like touched me with their cold hands, and literally I swerved my wheel and then I scraped my wheels. You know what I mean? And I was pissed. I was because I scraped my wheels. And do you know what's crazy? My car, right? My car was a week old. Okay? And literally, I'd already scraped my wheels on the curb because someone decided to touch me. It was a slight touch, but I was focused. Remember, when you're driving and you're focused and someone touches you, and here's the thing, I'm a very flinchy person. You also have to remember, if someone flinchy, I'm a very flinchy person. So if you touch me out of nowhere, whew, that's me. Without a shadow of a doubt. I don't know if you guys have seen me, like when I film and then a fly comes in, I'm like, whoo, you know what I mean? And because I was driving, I was like, whoo, and literally I went, duh. And I won't lie to you, I was pissed. I was pissed. You You know what I mean? I was pissed. I was like, nah, let's not do this. Let's not do this. Let's not do this. Let's not do this. Uptown, it wasn't you that touched me. You can say that much. Go on now. I've almost taken out someone's nose on accident. Well, there you go. Right, understand. But his reaction was, oh no, Jennifer. But his reaction was unnecessary. No, 100%. But his reaction did not help it in any kind of way. As a therapist and with her psychoanalysis of her son, she should realize that this is a very sensitive time for the two of them, and the ideal situation would be that they could try to do it in private. Yes, I agree with you 100%, 100%.
Next 90 days? Because I don't know Miona yet. It makes me wonder how real she can be with people. And I want to know that Jabri knows the real Miona, because if this is a person that he's going to marry, he's got to feel confident that he knows who.
You are only pushing away your son. As a therapist, she should know that her actions is pushing away her son. I'm actually disappointed. She must be one of the worst therapists on this freaking planet. Do you know what it is? I know this therapist for different things, but she is definitely not a couples therapist. Facts. But if she was, she would know that what she's doing is pushing him away. Anyway, Aussie Gardner, thank you for the super chat. Hi from Australia, just found your channel. Whoop, come on now. I think the mother is trying to hold on to a grown up son. She should be more polite to her guests. No, listen, like I said, do you know what I mean? I get, but you know what though? I like that you said that, because this is the good thing about the dynamic between Jabri and his mother. It brings us to have a conversation. Do you know what I mean? And the fact that we're having conversations where some of us are on one side and some of us are on the other side, it's good, because therefore we're able to introduce different aspects of what do you call it, of the situation, which is fantastic. So yeah, I like that. And yes, Cleopatra, you just said, I find therapists usually F up their kids. That is true, to be fair. You know, most therapists ruin their own relationships with their children, with their partners, with their family, because to a certain degree, they're narcissists. To a certain degree, they're so self-centered. They think that they're right and they can never be wrong. You know, to a certain degree. Bear in mind, some people become therapists some people actually become therapists so they can make excuses for their own behavior. Has anyone ever seen How to Get Away with Murder? In that one, we find out that the husband, he became a therapist because he wanted to find ways to he wanted to find ways to create an excuse of his own behavior. Anyone who's seen that will know what I'm talking about. And it's crazy because the dynamic that guy then had with his sister as well was just different. So yeah, no, that is a fair point. That is a fair point. No, therapists cannot treat themselves or their close family members. They are biased and not objective enough. Oh, facts. There we go.
Who she is.
Let me make the mistakes. If you think I'll make a mistake, which is how I'm taking this, let me make it. Hole in one. Have you heard of that?
No. Yeah. That was great. Good shot. Good shot. All right.
Me. Hasta mañana.
You were a little hard towards her, and like I really like just kind of back off a little bit.
Yeah, no.
I do feel like that. I feel like John's gonna become the most hated person, though, man. I think Bilal was 1 over 2, but John is pending to be like my number 1. He's either pending to either be my number 1 or number 2 hate of the season, because I don't like John. I don't like him. Johnny, cool. I hate him. Yeah. Sorry.
Always beautiful. Have you played golf before?
Never.
No?
No. Mira vez.
I'm thinking of ways of like trying to make it better, so I decided to take John and Thais play some mini golf, and hopefully, we're gonna have a good time. Eu sei, hizo tempo igual com John, mas eu quero à noite você tentar pouco para mais feliz, mais soft.
Ele foi duro comigo também, eu só respondi ele.
Eu sei, eu vou falar com ele também sobre quando nós sair.
Ok. Vou tentar. Por que você? Tá.
Oh, obrigado.
Você vai se aprontou?
Okay. Vou trocar uma roupa,
okay.
É bonita para você, okay? I want John and Thais just to drop their guard and, start like kind of building a relationship. John! All right, come on, let's go. Yeah. Because aside for living together, they're 2 really important people in my life, and they're family. You guys ready to play some golf?
Yeah!
This is gonna be interesting. I'm really out of the loop with this season, but I have noticed that a lot of people on these shows have really toxic, difficult relationships with their parents. Very sad. Their lasting impacts. No, it is very sad. 100%. 100%.
I got the door, gentlemen.
Thank you, John. John, essa noite ele deveria me tratar bem, porque eu acho que ele deve me tratar melhor, não ser grosso, como ele foi hoje. Pra mim, não é um motivo.
Cheers.
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 Mas, Patrick, promise conversar mais ele. I will try to give John a chance.
In Brazil, não tem isso, né?
No. No.
Vamos, amor!
Nah, that's what happens. That's what happens. Is it my turn?
You can go, yeah.
Purple on purple. Hasta mañana.
No.
You saw that? Yeah. Look at that.
Yeah, that was great. Good shot.
Yeah.
Good shot. All right.
It couldn't really go any worse than that, could it? No.
Como assim?
Eu sou aqui para olhar sua bunda. Oh.
How am I going to defend that? Me, Thais, and Fad. It's a good dream. And if she's willing to put the effort in, I'm willing to put the effort in too, you know?
No.
Adios.
No.
Oh! But we'll see how that goes.
Oh!
What can I say? You gotta take a loss. Man, I suck at it.
Yeah, next one.
Amor, eu preciso ir no banheiro, viu? Não, eu vou... Eu ganhei já, eu vou lá dentro depois. Quando vocês acabar, vocês me chamam, ok? Eu já ganhei.
No, you didn't win.
Eu já
You
ganhei.
didn't win already. Let's just wait for her to come back. Let's go sit down.
Still gonna defeat you.
I talked to Thais this morning, and I want to tell you the same thing. Like, you were a little hard towards her, and like I really like you just kind of back off a little bit.
Is that her interpretation?
Yeah, exactly. That's what. That's like.
Well,
That's,
I'd like to hear from her.
I'm in
Okay.
the middle because
Okay.
she doesn't speak English.
Well, can I have an interpreter?
That's me. Unfortunately,
I'm sorry. If I'm on
unfortunately,
trial, I
that's
don't
me.
trust you. I need to hire my own interpreter. No, you.
He said, I need an interpreter. And then he said, oh, but I don't trust you. Chrissy says, wait, what is going on with them? Are they both dating or no? So this is John. John is the brother of Patrick. Patrick is the one that is dating Thais, okay? John is pretty much at this moment in time someone that likes to drink quite often throughout the day. Arguably, we could say that he's a drunk, but let's not say that too soon because we don't really have the proof to kind of put that up behind him. But we know that he definitely likes to drink. Now, John lives with his brother, with his brother Patrick, but Thais has now traveled from Brazil to live with her fiance, her boo, Patrick. But you see, John has an issue with Thais, and Thais has an issue with him, which does make sense to a certain degree. The only thing is, though, now Patrick is trying to be the mediator. He's trying to say, hey, listen, we had a chat and, I feel like both you two on both sides are, haven't been fair to each other, but hopefully we can, we can come to a certain agreement. But as you can see, John is being unhelpful by coming out and saying, well, I don't trust you to be the interpreter. I want to have my own one, which is disrespectful because this is a very key point that people have to remember. John, from what I remember, works for Patrick. Patrick is a very successful businessman who runs his own business. He owns the house that John lives in. John is living in his brother's house. And from what I understand, John does not pay to live with his brother. He's living there rent-free pretty much because, well, he works for his brother too. And John is someone, in my opinion, from my own observation, and like I said before, I will be making a deep dive video into this, and I will go on to explain how I feel like John is the kind of person that's basically living off his brother and he's going to be there for a very long time, and each time his brother will get a partner, he's probably going to be doing anything and everything to not really make it work because he doesn't want no female coming into the relationship where it's going to end up with him having to move out. Because the matter of fact is, though, if Thais ends up getting away in some way, somehow, eventually John's going to have to move out because he can't be living with his brother and his brother's girl forever. But the problem is, though, Patrick is very naive. He loves his brother and he doesn't want to necessarily see his brother off out on the streets. But this is where Patrick is a complete donut because at the end of the day, Thais is going to want to eventually want to live in a house where she can get up and walk around naked freely and treat the house as herself freely. She doesn't want to be in a house, especially for 90 days, whilst Patrick's at work and John's at home, potentially. She doesn't want to be left with him by herself, do you see what I'm saying? And to be honest with you, John, for me, gives me vibes. He gives me very, very strong vibes at this moment in time, as if he's the kind of person that might try and, you know, he might try and put it on to Thias when Patrick was there, if you ask me personally. And to be honest with you, at the same time, John is obviously a lonely man, in my opinion. And I think at some point, you know, he's probably looking at her thinking, damn, I want a little bit of that ass too. You know what I mean? I wouldn't put it past him. No, both brothers are not drunks. No, both brothers are not drunks. No, just John. John is a freeloader. That's the vibe that I was getting anyway. That's the vibe that I get. Right. So, super chat. John, the hated one, only because he was edited as the villain. John is a good guy. I have right now for hospice 20 years. I'd never read this family dynamic like this. I'm deaf, John, at this point. Okay, that's cool. That's cool. That is cool. You're in top chat. Wait, what's going on here? People are... Oh, I'm confused what's going on here, man. Dana's confused me with the chat. Right, okay. I'm loving the in-depth views. Thank you, yes. Gaslighting control freak. Oh, registered nurse, my bad. There needs to be a plan for the brother to move out, but that doesn't seem to be the plan. Exactly, this is what I'm saying. And that's another very good point. There is no plan about the brother ever moving out. That's another red flag. I don't know why Patrick feels or thinks as if like his brother should be able to live with him forever. The fact that Patrick hasn't even thought about the fact that his brother may have to leave pre-Thias is beyond me. You see what I'm saying?
This is me telling you, not her.
And I'm listening.
Like, that can't be every interaction. I'm on both your guys' side. I want this to work for everyone. I don't want you to, like, make it so I have to pick one or the other. That would be one of the worst scenarios that I'd have to go through. And this is just something that we're...
And that scenario is probably going to happen.
We're going to have to all figure out.
Hope so. I really do. What we went through, you know, bad times, good times, you know, that's real. And I love him. Not being able to be with my brother, that would be a tough, you know, situation. You know, I'll have to deal with that. But I hope not. Yeah.
I want her to see, like, you know, that you're a good person, and the guy who, you know, drinks a six-pack before noon, you know, isn't really the real you. You know, once she sees who you are, she's gonna love you just like I do. I feel like John puts up that hard exterior of unconditional love, and it was rough. So it's hard for him to let anyone get close to him. He definitely has his own personality, and he has, you know, his way of dealing things, and for most people, it might not rub them the right way. But if Thais can understand that, if you can understand how someone grew up, it just makes a big difference. I want everyone to just be a family.
Listen, I want to lie to you, man. It doesn't change the fact that your brother has to leave at some point. That's that. You can't have your brother living off you for the rest of his life. I mean, that's just the honest truth, right? I mean, listen, at the end of the day, whatever's happened in your life has happened. But there's something called growing up, and there's something called maturing, and there's something called moving on, and there's something called, you know, you have to separate at some point because, well, you're two grown adults, and if either one of you ever want to get married to someone and potentially start a family, you definitely can't do it in the same freaking household. So despite what has gone through within their lives, it's not a reason for John to still stick around living with his brother Patrick, point blank period, in my opinion. So yeah. Greta Lee's like, this chick is not a keeper, she's for the street, period. But I understand this though, for me personally, my comments aren't based on her. My comments are based on just in general. In general, these two, you know, are going to want to be with someone and start a family with someone, and they can't do that living together. Point blank period. And the fact that there hasn't at this moment in time been shown that there's any intention of John ever moving out in general is quite concerning, because boy, if that's the case, then that means John's gonna be living a very comfortable life for a very long time, and that just isn't ideal, really and truly.
When you love someone, you have to understand or take their baggage that they come with. That's why I need her, you know, to love John too. I love you too.
Always. Look nice. I guess you're dressed up for date night. But I really kind of don't feel like it, to be honest with you.
I can't just take a taxi and go home. I have to stay here and figure it out.
I need like a punching bag for each time Bilal comes on screen.
We'll see you later. Somebody go.
After Juma, I am just feeling out of place. This is my first time in the masjid, and I felt as if he distanced himself from me. I wanted Bilal to introduce me to people at the mosque, but I stood there just by myself. He seems like he wants his space. So Bilal dropped me back at the house while he took the kids to practice. Yoga tends to help, calm my nerves and help against anxiety and stress. So I'm hoping it will make me feel better. And I just want to have a conversation with Bilal. I am thousands of miles away from home. So it's like, I can't just take a taxi and go home. I have to stay here and figure it out. I can tell him.
Look nice. I guess you're dressed up for, I know supposedly we're supposed to go out, have a date night. But I really kind of don't feel like it, to be honest with you. Still kind of taken away for like what happened in the car.
Mm-hmm. I was playing with you. It was not serious. It was not serious.
I mean, playing, it was like, if you could have did something like that one time, and then I was taken off guard. I was like, okay, did she just do what I thought she did? Then after I told you, like, that wasn't cool, where I come from, sound of disrespect, and you did it again. And then you even, like, try to grab my face. I'm driving.
I was just
turning my face.
I was just playing with you.
About the wreck. And then I was like, if you do that again, I'm like, pull over. And then you did it again. Like, you hit me 3 different times.
I just feel like that's how I behave with my brother-in-law. It's like, it's not a big deal. We ramp it with each other. We give each other elbows.
That's one thing. Elbows, I'm good with all that.
We hit each other behind the head.
Hit each other in the head?
As a playful. Was it an abusive hit?
You hit me pretty hard in the back
of the head. It was
not
pretty hard. How was my countenance? How was my face? How was my expressions? Was I angry? Or was I smiling? Was I looking for laughter? I think it's the cultural differences. It wasn't meant to offend you because I would have never done it again.
I literally told you it was offensive. I'm the biggest jokester that it is, so I get all that fun and humor and all that. But then there's also a time when you do something and somebody's like, you know what? You overstepped your boundaries. It's like, my bad. I didn't mean it that way. But then for you, it's just like, you just kept.
I realized definitely beyond my sense of humor, it's different. He played a prank on me, and I moved forward. It was not the best of pranks, coming to a whole country, having me work so hard, and to see something I was not expecting, and for him to come something so petty. I feel like Bilal, he tends to get hurt so easily. Where I come from, we say things, we offend each other, and we move on. If I was expecting that reaction, I would have never have done it.
But if I did something that was offensive, like let's say if I do a joke later on to you, the reality is that if I did hurt you, I would be sincere in it. I apologize.
It wasn't that serious, but I understand it's an offense to you, and I will not do it again. But at the same time, when it occurred, I felt isolated. You ignored me. I was standing outside the masjid for a while before you came. This is not my place. This is not my country.
I mean, obviously, I don't want you to cry, but it was pretty hurtful to me, And sometimes the best thing to do in a situation is to be silent. So it was best for me to think about it and be able to talk to you after the fact.
No, I feel like I'm being punished because you cancel our date night.
I didn't say I had to cancel the date night. I said I didn't really feel like going because we needed to talk about this. I mean, everything was just, the day did not go the way that I hoped it to go.
I'm very, very sorry, and I will not do it again.
I grew up play fighting all the time. We play with the kids. So it's not about play fighting, like being playful and all that. That's one thing. But it's about, hey, when somebody tells you like, all right, don't do that, then it's kind of like, don't, you kind of disrespect me. If you're sincere,
I'm very
and
sincere.
I accept the apology. I'm glad we were able to talk about this.
Yeah.
Shada's apology is very sincere, but the reality is we do need more time to be with each other, more time to get to know each other much more. Right now, we are not ready to walk down the aisle.
The only question that I have is that if the tables were, if the shoes was, if it was the other way around, that's what I want to know. I just want to know, how would he react if it was the other way around? If it had been him touching her and winding her up, and she gave him the same reaction that he gave her, I want to know how he would behave. That's what I want to know. Is this guy right here?
Next time on 90 Day.
Yeah, yada 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 yada. That's next time. Next time. Yada 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 yada. The matter of fact is, though, I would love to know if it was the other way around, how would it go? How would it go? You know what I mean? Would we still be in a position where he would end up apologizing the way she did? Or would he do what he does best and flip it to make sure that she's the that he is the victim and she's in the wrong no matter what? Because that is exactly what he does. But hey, ladies and gentlemen, that is a Bilal for you. The one and only Bilal. If you dig what I'm saying. Anyway, with that being said, though, it has been one hell of a freaking live stream. I think we've been in for nearly 3 hours, you know. Damn, we have. Damn, we've actually been in 3 hours. What the hell is going on? We've been having way too much fun. What is going on? Jesus. Damn, okay. I need to go and get some refreshments or something now. But nonetheless, though, thank you so much for your time, ladies and gentlemen. Every single person that was able to come out today for the live stream, thank you so much. Every single person that was able to leave a like, please. Thank you so much for leaving the like. And for people that are watching it now, as in obviously like after we're gone off air, you can obviously leave a like, please. That would be fantastic if you leave a like as well. Of course, if you're new to the channel and you enjoyed everything and you haven't subscribed, feel free to subscribe if you dig what I'm saying with the notification bells on. And thank you for all the super chats as well today that I received from everyone, and the super stickers as well. Thank you so much. And for every single person that actually stayed throughout the whole live stream and never actually left and was in it for the whole time, and you was commenting for the whole time, like, yo, shout out to you, because I guess you pulled through with me, you know what I mean? Which means teamwork is always the best way, you know what I mean? But hey, thank you so much, and I will catch you guys in the next upload, you know what I mean? And hopefully another live stream at some point as well. But hey, make sure you don't forget to, I already said like, subscribe, but whatever. Mumble jump on him and I'll say it again to be annoying. But hey, thank you guys, okay?